Welcome to Tuber Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We are going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is Cruising is Fun Anytime. And it's interesting because this is a channel that I'm still getting to know as far as their content goes, but they have made themselves a part of a big community and have already made themselves a part of the Superchat family. Now, we feature a different channel every single day based on impact and generosity that I've seen within the community. We do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, as you have seen. But when we feature a channel, what happens is within the couple of days before or hours before, I go through some of the creators' content just to pick up on a few things that I might not have already caught in casually watching content over the last weeks or months, depending. So Cruising is Fun Anytime. I went through some of their content. Now, I've already seen them many times, Jeremy specifically from this channel. But he is doing a fantastic job taking part in a lot of live stream collaborations with other creators. They're using that StreamYard feature where you simulcast on each other's channels, which is really cool. We've got a lot of people here in the Tuberchat family that are using that feature. I enjoy it when I see everybody try to spread the love around and catch different channels streaming, but everybody's like jumping up in watch hours, which is great. Now, Jeremy's been doing a great job, but the other day I caught him on, I think it was Eddie Lugo Studios, and they were doing their morning cruise talk and news updates and things like that, and he just did a fantastic job talking about Tuberchat. I really appreciated it, so I almost didn't have a choice. I had to return the favor and talk about this channel, but they're doing a great job, and I came across a surprise for myself today, and I really love when these kind of things happen. So I'll describe what I'm talking about. You'll notice that I went through a bit of their content. I've seen a few of their videos here, but as I was going through these, I actually ran into something that was unexpected, and this is exactly the reason why I like to go through a few videos all at once, regardless of whether I've seen 3 videos, 5, 10, 20, or however many, just in case I pick up on something I didn't already notice. They were interviewed recently by House of X Entertainment Inc., who is so much of a longtime friend here in Tuberchat. They're actually inspirational in the creation of this channel, and they've been friends over 3.5 years. They have interviewed a lot of creators, including myself, as a matter of fact. I was interviewed by them with Kristen Welton, my love, of course, and they do a ton of interviews, but they've been dear friends for a long time. As a matter of fact, It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey, who's part of House of X Entertainment Inc., is the very first creator to ever come into a Tuberchat live stream the very first time we started streaming. He was there before I was, if you can imagine that. So it's really cool to see friends new and friends old mixing together, collaborating with each other. We get a great chance to get to know the inner workings of the channel from that interview. What they're going to do is take us on cruises or travel or different touristy types of destinations. The bulk of the channel is travel, cruising, and they will take us around the ships. They'll show us the different foods and things like that. They'll show us reviews, their opinions about some of the things, as well as excursions and things like that, which is really cool. You get an idea of the content as I scroll through the thumbnails here. Now, they got some shorts. I want to see how these are performing. We see that they've already cracked 1,000 views, getting into almost 2,000 as a matter of fact. And then live streams are something that they do frequently, so I'm just going to put notifications on for these, and this is an example of one of the ones I caught the other day. So you see a lot of familiar faces there: Clock Family Adventures, Eddie Lugo Studios, Mike and Rihanna's Adventures as well. It's really cool to see so many creators making communities for themselves and making themselves a part of other people's communities, if that makes sense. So I'm always happy to see that. I know we've got some action in the chat. taking a little bit longer than I usually do. Herman the Great, thank you so much for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. Big Dude just did the same thing. We're going to look at those channels right before we start spinning the wheel. And My Flock is Everywhere actually dropped a super chat for us hours ago before we had even started. So we'll make sure we make good on that. And then we will get to spinning the wheel. I've got quite a few names on the wheel already. Scratch and PPA, of course, is in the pole position. Michael's Adventures likely won't be able to make this stream. But tonight, for those of you who have more than 3 hours to spend with us, I'm going to run another music stream on our copyright-free music channel. For any of you that haven't already seen it, all the same music that you hear in the background of Superchat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. And we have a separate channel for that, where we used to run a 24-hour live stream. So we're not going to go back to 24 hours, but I'm considering the idea of occasional 1-hour streams or possibly even daily. So we'll see how that goes. We'll try one tonight as I've got that back set up again, and we'll do that right after Tuber Chat. She Stole My Thunder is in the house. I'm going to get her on the wheel. And I saw Ghostly Winds here. From Australia. Speaking of Australia, by the way, Come Hither with Heather did a live stream, and I caught that this morning. I'm in the Eastern time zone, of course. I split my time between Niagara Falls and Toronto in Ontario, Canada. I caught Come Hither with Heather. She's at 991 subscribers right now. I don't know if she's going to be able to get in here with us today, just because our time zones are so far off, and so it might not work out. But if she can get here, that's great. For those of you who haven't already met Come Hither with Heather, an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. So I'm just getting Ghostly Winds onto the wheel. And for anybody that's brand new to Tuber Chat, it takes me a while to get through the introductions. I appreciate everybody's patience, of course. And what will happen is we put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Super Chatters get added to the screen in order right before we spin. And then over time, usually a long period of time, I will add names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation. I have a robot in the background that keeps track of that. So like Woman Outdoors right now is just dropping a gifted membership, which is an incredibly generous thing to have done. And I know Lisa J. Stocks will be appreciative of having that. I certainly do appreciate the extra generous support for this channel. And Woman Outdoors has been another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a very long time. She's in Erie, Pennsylvania, just about 3 hours from me, actually. And then, so Woman Outdoors we're going to look at right after Herman the Great, because we're treating gifted memberships just like Super Chats these days. And I'm going to get a few more names on the wheel, including Lisa J. Stocks right now. And she's used to being on the wheel. She's been a member before. As well, Be Amazing Sylvia's come in. That's another friend of well over 3 years, almost 3.5 years probably. And she's been here since the beginning of Tuber Chat as well. And it's wonderful to see that after 584 episodes of Tuber Chat, we still have friends coming back from the very beginning to connect with others and support others as often as they can. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is dropping a highlighted milestone message. Pallets, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning dropped one of those earlier. You'll notice that those fly through the chat like a super chat. They're colored green for the members, and they also knock a little bit of life off of our stream boss, which is that video game life beater under my camera there. It's kind of a free bonus for anybody who's a member on a channel where they're enabled. And, boy, have we got a busy beginning. ALOT, good to see you in the house. That's a long time friend. Rock Chick Beauty, it's very late for you. It's, well, I can't even imagine what time it is for you. It's got to be after 2 in the morning. She's in the UK. Nez Lover, good to see you in the house. Tripping with Dre and Michelle is going to be added to the wheel. I've already got Canadian Family Life, which is Tiffany, along with Leela Life My Way, who was about to go to bed and then saw the notification for Tuber Chat and came in. So I really do appreciate that. VS Speaks Royalties on the wheel with Just Bored on a Wednesday. All that fluff and stuff also from Australia. And Mike and Rihanna's Family Adventures. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures, who we talked about earlier, because they're starting to pop up on other people's thumbnails and StreamYard panels and things like that. Cricket 208 is on the wheel. And I don't mean to miss anybody. It's taken me a real moment to get through these introductions today. I hope everybody will connect with Cruising is Fun Anytime. Like I said, we feature a different channel every single day based on impact and generosity that I've seen within the community, but they're doing a great job of supporting others. I feel like I run into them almost every day supporting other creators. Just Jason Keto is another fellow Canadian who wants to help people with healthy eating, healthy living. I drank a bottle of water today. I'm so happy. For some reason, I feel like I need to report my wrongdoing as well as my right with Just Jason Keto. But I drank a bottle of water today. I'm excited to tell you that. So we're on step one. Dude Classic, good to see you in the house. I think they were live right before we started. You have to forgive me. I was out working during the day. Some of you may not know, but I actually do outdoor work Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. That's why the times when we do a weekday stream seem to be way out of whack, because I can't be certain of start time until we're done the day and I get in. But we're good to go. And then thank you so much, Be Amazing Sylvia, who's healing and feeling better. Yes, she's had something going on for a little while. I'll leave it to you to get to her channel to see what that is. But Be Amazing Sylvia has been a dear friend for, like I said, a very long time. It's now getting, I think, even beyond 3.5 years. She's been here since the beginning of Superchat and before, and is inspirational in the creation. She's actually one of the 7 members of the original Drop the Link Day crew, and you'll be able to meet more friends and family members on her channel when you visit her over there as well. So pardon me for the channels I've missed. I'm going to try to fly through some more introductions. Amy and Family was here right from the start. Conscious Business Services and Opportunities is Charlene Heal with a second channel. Granny Filming, again, is here with us just about every day. Grave Prower, good to see you back. Jose Fantasticville, good to see you in the house. King Morgan is a longtime friend. Planet Mimi Vlogs is a very long-time friend. And the Cruising Chicks, it's good to see you in the house again. They've been making frequent appearances. So forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment. If you mentioned something that I did miss and you wanted to bring it to my attention, please just mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Before we started the live stream today, My Flock is Everywhere dropped a super chat on us, so I'm going to put that channel up first, and then we've got a few more to look at before we get to spinning the wheel. My Flock is Everywhere is somebody who's incredibly supportive both here in the Tuber Chat family, making frequent appearances, often almost every day. And then as well, I see them out supporting other creators. They're posting frequently, as you can see, just about every day or every other day. I see they've got a couple of brand new videos, so I'm going to put one of these into a special playlist I have that was named by our friend Ghostly Winds that I use to keep caught up with creators, and I call it my catch-up playlist. Yellow Shirt Dad, I hope I said hello to you. I know you've been here since the beginning. Happy Mac is brand new in the channel, so hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Black Guns and Gardens is in the house, and I just put Paul's Green Space on the wheel. That's a channel that was recently featured. Destination Fun is another creator who seems to be everywhere all the time. I'm hopping in on live streams left and right, finding them on StreamYard panels on all kinds of channels. Growing What I Eat also is dropping a super chat on us, so I'm going to put that channel on our list. They're going to come up right after Woman Outdoors, who gifted a membership. And we'll get to spinning the wheel after we get through that short list of channels. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I don't think I put the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch on the wheel yet, so I'm going to do that. That's Susan. And considering it's Wednesday, I must have missed your stream today, am I right? Today I wasn't able to catch it. Today I was actually out. And My Flock is Everywhere is up on the screen. 609 subscribers right now. Let's see how their shorts are doing. When we look over here, we see a lot of variety. Lots and lots of channels, even if they're niched, are bringing a lot of variety into their shorts. And one of the things you can consider is, of course, there are some people who enjoy shorts. There are some people who enjoy live streams. There are some people who enjoy videos. And there are some people who enjoy more than one. So when you think about that, it's very possible to put in your mind the idea that you might actually have 3 different audiences on your channel, because not everybody likes every type of content. For instance, I don't watch a lot of shorts just because when I'm on YouTube, I happen to be on a computer. I spend almost no time on YouTube on a phone, so I have to make an effort to go and look for shorts and watch them when I see them. But we're putting a lot of focus on shorts lately, just because I've been trying to post more as well, just so I can really feel it out. I try not to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do with their channel. Even if it sounds like it here, I try not to. And the idea is, of course, I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. I strive to improve myself as well. But we want to talk about different things, and I'd like to come to the table with the smallest bit of experience if I can. So I'm working on shorts right now, but this is something typical that we see, is a lot of creators are putting a lot of variety into shorts, and My Flock is Everywhere is doing well now, cracking over 2,000 views on these. They live stream frequently as well. It looks like they're doing about once a week or so. And I see another couple of channels coming into the chat. Smallholder Homestead is here. I'm going to get them on the wheel with Don Ray B, because they both happen to be members. My Flock is Everywhere. I'm not sure if they're still with us, because they actually dropped a super chat before we started, hours before we started. They were here right at the beginning, but I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. Growing What I Eat just dropped another super chat. Thank you for that. Again, absolutely unnecessary, but we are going to look at that channel right after Women Outdoors. We've got a small list to get through, and I really do appreciate this extra generous support to get us started for today. Big Dude is coming up. They dropped a super chat just as we were getting rolling. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everyone. And we expect to be here for up to 3 hours. So lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. We'll get to as many as we can, like we always do. And when we run the music stream after, you'll be able to connect with other creators in the exact same way. There's a lot of fun. There's a video game rolling, music's playing, and it's like a virtual nightclub over there. But you will have link drops, and Nightbot gets on the case over there. Nancy B. the Scratcher, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. I thought we saw your channel in here before. Now, Nancy B. the Scratcher, just before we started, mentioned the fact that they're new. But forgive me for not being certain. I thought you were here in a Tuber Chat live stream before. So maybe that's not the case, but I've seen them out supporting others. So that's likely why I think that. And again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Coffee, walks, and whatever's in the house. Good to see you here. Big Dude is going to inspire us in a spiritual way. And as you can see, they've got some shorts going on as well. Lori's Tech Time is a longtime friend. She's actually got 2 channels. We're going to look at both of those when we get her up here. And, yeah, Grave Prower. It takes a long while to get onto the wheel these days. Just so you know. It is open to everyone, and after a long time, probably 2 hours, I will start adding names to the wheel from our chat list based on who's been most active. We get to as many channels as we can. Once in a while, we're able to get to everybody, and I certainly try. Big Dude has over 4,000 subscribers, which is great to see. Obviously, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I'm just going to look at their popular tab on their shorts, and we see that a lot of these are public figures and celebrity shoutouts, but they've gotten into the thousands of views, which is great to see. And then, like I said, this creator will inspire us in a spiritual way. They've got a live stream coming up in a few days. It's actually going to be Canada Day. I happen to be in Canada, and we celebrate the birth of our country on Saturday, on July the 1st. Every year we do that. And then let's see what else is coming up from Herman the Great. Thank you again, Big Dude, for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. They've done that before. So has Herman the Great. He's actually a longtime friend. He's just reset and restarted his channel. So he's got 104 subscribers. It's great to see that he's got that locked in, because we know that the road to the first 100 is more challenging than ever. But as long as everybody's doing as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing, hitting the first 100 and far beyond all the time. time. Katie's Kitchen, good to see you in the house for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. When we look at Herman the Great, we're going to see a little bit of comedy. He's got quite a bit of energy. We see that that's coming through in his shorts because he's already getting into 1,700, 1,800, and over 2,000 views. And then live streams. He just did one a few hours ago earlier today, and then these are something he'll probably keep up. As for videos, you got a brand new one. I might leave that one, but I'll work on keeping caught up with this creator as they post more long-form content. And then let's look at Woman Outdoors. Thank you again, Herman the Great, for another super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. While I get Woman Outdoors ready to go, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then Woman Outdoors is here, and what we're putting this channel on the screen for is the same thing we do with Super Chats, because she gifted a membership at the beginning of the stream, and I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Lisa J. Stocks happened to pick that up, which is great to see, because she's another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, of course. And we never know who's going to get these things, so there's a bit of mystery to it, right? And YouTube's algorithm seems to pick. We've seen these gifted memberships go from anybody that's been on the channel for literally years to somebody who's just been there the first day. So it's anybody's guess. What I seem to find is that a lot of them go to creators who are really actively engaged in conversation in the chat. So that's just a hint. Woman Outdoors has done that kind of thing before. She's in Erie, Pennsylvania, and has a really compelling channel. We featured this channel many months ago, and the reason I find it so compelling myself is because we share a lot of weather. She's only about 3 hours away from me. I'm in southern Ontario, and she's in Erie, Pennsylvania area. Now, she's got an outdoor channel, so she engages in bushcraft, camping, cooking, fishing, hiking almost, and a lot of storytelling. And she expands the content on the channel to shout outs and Happy Mail videos and product reviews now, which is great to see as well, because I know we have a lot of creators in the homesteading community of channels, and that could be farming, ranching, gardening. We also have a lot of other fishing, camping, and outdoor channels as well. And I think they all have much to be learned from each other. But Woman Outdoors, the reason I find this channel to be so special is because while they engage in their outdoor activities, they're able to bring us all 4 seasons. So they get the extreme heat, the extreme cold, the sun, the wind, the rain, everything in between. And I've had the pleasure of hanging out with her both in premieres and live streams. Dark Swordsman Gaming, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. They've done that countless times before. For that reason, we're going to put their channel up on the screen right after Nancy B. the Scratcher. And then we're going to get back to spinning the wheel like we always do. And Woman Outdoors, you have a premiere tomorrow, is that right? Is that what I understand? Sometimes I read in the chat and I catch a conversation halfway through, so I take it out of context, but that might be the case. Dawn Ray B is coming in now as well with that over-the-top generosity and gifting a membership again. She's done that countless times. And like I said, we always put those channels on the screen right away in order with our super chatters. We treat that kind of thing the same. And Yellow Shirt Dad, I'm sure, will be appreciative of picking up that membership. He's been a member before. So Yellow Shirt Dad will be putting on the wheel. And I'll do my best to keep things going. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Now, when we look at Woman Outdoors channel a little bit closer, we're going to see, first of all, she's well over 1,200 subscribers. But then as well, she's got some shorts shorts videos that have gotten into 1,200, 1,900, and even 2,700 views, which is great to see. And then when we get into live stream, she does these frequently, so I'd like to say on schedule, but not quite. It seems to be sporadic, but almost once a week. So I think she said premiere. Yes, here it is, premiere tomorrow, and then we'll be looking forward to seeing that. And it looks like she's taking us to an interesting place with a story to be told. Together we travel. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active in the chat, we should get around to everybody. And Woman Outdoors, thank you so much for that gifted membership. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Lisa J. Stocks will be happy to have that, I'm sure. Growing What I Eat is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. They dropped another couple of super chats on us, actually, and I really do appreciate that. We always put super chatters on the screen right away in order. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. V's Place, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. I see them out supporting others. As soon as they came into Tuber Chat the first time, I started seeing them almost every day out supporting others. That seems to be a common thing. You'll hear me tell stories like that while we're here looking at different channels all the time. Yellow Shirt Dad comes to mind. Canadian Family Life comes to mind. Destination Fun comes to mind. These are all friends we've made in the recent months, but instantly we're out supporting other creators, and I'm always happy to see that when I see people supporting each other. Now, Growing What I Eat is here with 789 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 800 that they're thinking about. They've got shorts front and center on the channel, so we're going to look at these first, and I'll hit the popular tab so we can see how some of these are doing, getting into 1,700, 1,900, and even 2,000 views, which is great to see. Live streams are something that they do occasionally. I caught them for the last one, but it's already been a few weeks, so we'll see if they're going to do any more. And then I'm just going to grab their latest video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list, and that'll give me a chance to keep caught up with them and hopefully not fall behind with them. Growing What I Eat, another supportive creator who seems to be here almost every day, as a matter of fact. And I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. I know not everybody can be here every day or for 3 hours every time I stream, but I do appreciate every moment. Even if you're just coming by quickly to say hello, give a thumbs up, or run the stream in the background. Be Amazing Sylvia and Rock Chick Beauty are both dropping super chats. Both of them have done that many times before. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. We're going to get those channels up right after Dark Swordsman Gaming and Dawn Ray B, who gifted another membership, Nancy B the Scratcher. So I must have been mistaken. This is the first time we're putting this channel on the screen. So I don't watch videos while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is dig through your videos right now, and I'll take your latest one. I'm going to put this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 3 or 4 times a week, but we mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Next up is Dark Swordsman Gaming. So thank you again, Nancy B Scratcher, Nancy B the Scratcher, and Dark Swordsman Gaming for your super chats. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Dark Swordsman Gaming has done that countless times. I think I caught them. Did I catch you for your live stream the other day? Yeah, I caught you for a live stream yesterday, which is cool. Now, it's funny because I can't consider myself a gamer right this second, because I really don't make time to play, and I haven't for a long time. Grand Theft Auto is, of course, my game of choice, and I've given that company way too much money. But considering how much I really do enjoy games of all types, it is almost surprising, even as I say it, to know that I've never actually played Final Fantasy. And I know that these games have evolved over the years, but I think about that. So I'm grateful to see some of this gameplay. It gives you an idea of what you're going to get into when you get there. Dark Swordsman Gaming, of course, is mixing these up. Stardew Valley, among other games in the collection. Now they're splitting these up between live streams and videos. I'm hoping, as an idea, we might see shorts from this channel. The reason why I say that is because I understand that shorts for gaming channels may do well. I'm not sure about the monetization. I'm not sure whether in the end it ends up being worth it any more than any other, niche or genre. But my understanding, and we see it on a couple of our gaming friends' channels, my understanding is that shorts can do well when they consist of some gameplay. And then Wayne's World Unlimited, thank you so much. He's from the UK as well. Thanks for coming by. Like I said, I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. If anybody can share the stream out, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. Dawn Ray B's up here right now. She gifted a membership. Again, she's done that countless times. And Don Ray B today gifted a membership that went to Yellow Shirt Dad, who is somebody who's also been a member before and is somebody that is really making an impact on the small YouTuber community. Another creator who I saw come in here and instantly support all kinds of other creators and make themselves a part of a lot of different communities. Oh, and then, yeah, so Dark Swordsman Gaming, one of the reasons why I talk about the idea of doing shorts for a gaming channel, there's new AI tools out there. And I haven't used Opus. Opus is one. I haven't used it enough yet to get a real idea of whether it's going to do what I think it's going to do. But I also happen to be an app developer, so forgive me for the side story. Hopefully everybody can gain something from this idea. But if we take our collective knowledge, right, over a lifetime, let's just say, no matter what else you've done in your life, the positive lessons you've learned, you might be able to carry them over in theory and find a bit of a head start on some things. In the app world, what we learn is that if you, let's say, develop a game that you put out for iPhone and Android, and you advertise that game, most of us have played games and seen advertisements for games on our phones. What you'll notice is 75% of the time or so, the gameplay involves a failure as opposed to a pass. So let's say it's a game of a level. The person fails the level instead of passing the level because they have found out psychologically that showing people an advertisement where somebody fails the gameplay is more of a motivation for them to download the game. I'm imagining maybe it's because they think they could do better or something like that. The idea then, I think about Grand Theft Auto all the time, but a lot of video games have heroes and villains. They have, passes and failures and levels. I wonder if it might be worth taking a few ends of your gameplay, if that makes sense. Let's say you're playing a level or fighting a boss and you beat the boss. That might be the kind of shorts to try. And also failing against the boss might be something to try. It's only an idea, not saying I'm right, and I have done 0 of those, so I'm not sure, but it's just an idea more than anything else. So that's just a story I wanted to tell because it could be, who knows, motivating for anybody thinking about doing shorts that hasn't done them yet. So Don Ray B is up on the screen right now. This is a creator that wants to motivate us. You can see that from their banner right away. They say each new day is an opportunity to make your dreams come true. And the reason why they put that there is because that's literally what they're doing for themselves, and they want to therefore instill it in others. In the case of Don Ray B, this creator must have dreamt of living a homesteading lifestyle, and then recently moved to 4 acres of property and now are sharing their lessons with us while they engage in their homesteading activities. So I'm going to take one of their latest videos. I'll take the latest one. This one looks a little bit different. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to hopefully keep somewhat caught up. They got 512 subscribers right now, so they have to be excited about the new rollout of the monetization graduation system, which means that the first step towards monetization is 500 subscribers instead of 1,000, and then 3,000 hours of watch time instead of 4,000, or 3 million views on your shorts instead of 10 million. So it gives a little bit of faster, easier, or earlier access to some creators, which is great to see. I'm excited about it for sure, and it was a few days that I hadn't seen it rolling out to creators myself, except for a few friends sending over screenshots or letting me know. But officially on our music channel, the qualification came in yesterday. So obviously we're excited about that too, but we're excited to see so many creators who are going to be entered into the YouTube Partner Program. I think M&T Living and Cooking is in already, if I understand right. Canadian Family Life is in the process. We'll get word any second as for their monetization status. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch dropping a super chat on us. She's done that countless times. I've got that channel ready to go right after Rock Chick Beauty. And then as well, I see Cole Waltz coming in. Good to see you here. I know that they are helping people grow their channels as well. Forgive me, I didn't see your, I didn't come into the live stream yesterday. I saw some kind of a notification that said you might have been live helping people with their channels, but I've seen Cole Waltz collaborating with other creators many times, so it's great to have you here. And then Don Ray B, let's look at your shorts videos for a quick second here. We see that these have crossed over into 1,600, 1,800, and a couple of them over 2,000 views, so that will likely continue. And Don Ray B, somebody who's here with us just about every single day, and I run into them constantly supporting other creators as well. So thank you for that gifted membership. I really do appreciate that. I know Yellow Shirt Dad will be happy to have that as well. Next up is Be Amazing Sylvia, who dropped a super chat on us, and she's been a friend of over probably 3.5 years now, as a matter of fact, since the beginning of Superchat. She's actually inspirational in the creation of this channel, and that comes from the idea. I'd already been on YouTube a couple of years, but when I was introduced to the small YouTuber community, I was overwhelmed by the generosity of so many creators willing to literally help each other. And when I came along and started getting to know Be Amazing Sylvia and some of her friends, I had said, hey, I'm going to start another channel and I'm going to do just the same thing you do. And they didn't say, no, don't do that. Go do something else. Don't copy us and go find your own niche and everything else. They said, we'll help you build it. And I hope everybody takes inspiration from that, because that's the kind of generosity that inspired the start of this. I'm glad we were right. And now 3 years later, we've met almost 5,000 different channels that are willing to support each other in the way that we're talking about. So I'm constantly inspired by our community. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. Now, Be Amazing Sylvia's got a few things going on. First of all, she'll allow you to meet more friends and family members when you join her channel. There's not necessarily a right or wrong way to connect. Here in Tuber Chat, while we do these live streams, we insist on everybody following the same formula that's in our video description that we've been doing from the beginning. That means starting a conversation with a creator, letting them know you want to connect, heading to their channel, watching a full video of at least 3 minutes long, leaving a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video, giving a thumbs up, subscribing, and turning the notification bell on for all creators, as you see me do. That's what we always do. Then you come back, let them know that you've connected to them, then they will turn around and do the same thing for you. There is not necessarily, like I said, a right or wrong way to connect. And when you get through some of our friends, especially influential ones like Be Amazing Sylvia, with now over 11,000 subscribers, they may have slightly different ways of connecting, which is just fine. They've been with us from the beginning. Everybody's doing great. Channels are growing, and you just want to always be considerate of the rules of the chat you're in while you're there, because it would be unfortunate for anybody to go into one channel and say like, oh, well, I heard something different from Tuber Chat. That's okay. I don't even want to tell you I'm right or wrong. The idea is that we just collect all of our knowledge together, discuss these topics in the chat, bring our experience the best we can, and then make decisions for our channels based on that, myself included. So Be Amazing Sylvia, like I said, has been a dear friend for a very long time, incredibly supportive here in the Tuber Chat family. But let me show you something that is just fantastic for this creator. She has been working on shorts, and a while ago found a magic formula that worked on her channel, where these shorts are now getting 184,000, 242,000, 535,000, and 744,000 views, which is great to see. And she's got lots and lots more, lots of these into the thousands of views, which is great to see. She also does live streams. She's got one coming up tomorrow, as a matter of fact, so hopefully we'll catch that one. And she does these frequently, and this is made for you to be able to connect with other creators. Now, when we go to her front page, we'll find that Be Amazing Sylvia is actually a variety channel. She posts all kinds of different content, and then when we get to Sylvia's Daily Positivity, this is a second channel where she intends on inspiring us and motivating us with some more, not only knowledge, but inspiration, if that makes sense. So 268 subscribers here. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 300 she's thinking about. Lucy Warren's World, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me for not being certain if this is your first time, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Rock Cheek Beauty's up next from the UK, and I see the How To Lady is in the house, so good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. The secret formula, yeah, it seems like Be Amazing Sylvia might have something going on, and some of this I'm sure comes from experimenting and consistency, right? But she's been at that a long time. You know, I say of creators over 3,000 that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have already been through in their YouTube journey. We can all imagine what it takes to get to 3,000 and beyond. It seems to be a good marker. And yes, Be Amazing Sylvia will always give thanks where it is most deserved, and she will inspire us in a spiritual way as well. Charlie Grace, good to see you here. And Rock Cheek Beauty has got presentation on the forefront of her mind. We see that in everything that she does. She dresses up her channel often for special events, holidays, and things like that by changing up her avatar and her banner. And you can notice that her thumbnails always have a professional look with bright, bold headshots that make her recognizable, and this will likely pay off in the long term when we think about the idea of branding when people see her videos presented to them again and again. When we look at shorts, we see that she's gotten into over 1,600 views, and live streams are something that she does occasionally as well, so we'll likely see some more from her there. She started with beauty and she continues that today, but she's also gotten into a lot of other traditional unboxings and product reviews, and now sponsored videos as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. She's over 1,100 subscribers right now. We'd love to push her a little bit farther towards the 1,200 we know she's thinking about. She dropped a super chat on us, so thank you for that. Thank you again, Be Amazing Sylvia and Rock Cheek Beauty and the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, who did the same thing. They've all done that before, and now we're going to look at the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, and we'll get to spinning our wheel very soon. When we look at the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, we see Susan, who also wants to inspire us in a spiritual way, but she brings to us a homesteading channel, and this includes, let me read it from our About page, gardening, canning, arts and crafts, devotionals, thrifty fun, small channel shoutouts, newsworthy content, and much more. I'm just going to grab her latest Amish grocery haul and see what this video has got going on. I want to make sure I stay caught up with her. She does shorts as well, and these have started to get into the hundreds of views. We'll soon probably hit 1,000 as she continues, and then when we get into live streams, she does these frequently. Oh, what is this here? The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch Hoedown. This is going to be an interesting one. This is coming up a week from now-ish. So I'll be looking forward to that. I've got my notification on. Yeah, see, I missed her stream today. I have a good day. You could hear the sadness in my voice while I say that. I actually have really enjoyed the last few times that I've been able to catch the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. Now, Susan, like I said, will inspire us in a spiritual way. She brings a lot of newsworthy content into her live streams, and we get an opportunity to interact and discuss these things within the chat, which is really cool. I find myself compelled to take part in conversation. Sometimes you're in a live stream and you're just kind of lurking in the background, hanging out. Most often I'm working on a computer and I have to kind of be in and out of chats and things like that, but I really enjoy a lot of the topics we've been talking about when I've been in there. And then sometimes she'll bring in guests, almost always actually. Alfonso is somebody who's a regular appearance that brings music, more spiritual inspiration there. And this is a 1.5 acre homestead. So we understand that from a lot of the creators behind homesteading, farming, ranching, gardening, fishing, hiking, camping, and outdoor channels, there's a lot to be learned from these creators. They seem to have an instinctive nature wanting to share knowledge and resources with each other. I'm grateful for that and grateful to learn from these creators, but Susan has been an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long time. She hit her 1,000 subscribers, and we were lucky enough to actually have her come in here when she was at 990 so that we could give her the push over. I'm not sure, I didn't ask whether she actually slipped back below the 1,000 or not, but we're just happy to see that now she's got it nice and locked in with about 1,020 or so, and she's working on 1,100, which is great, great, great to see. And I think she must be approaching the halfway mark to those 3,000 watch hours, and hopefully we'll get her there soon enough as well. Katie's Kitchen, thank you for a super chat. Thank you again, the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I'm going to get Katie's Kitchen onto the screen right now. We always put super chatters on the screen right away. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, and we'll get back to spinning the wheel in another moment here. Katie's Kitchen, let me make sure I've got the right one here. Now, this is a brand new channel, and again, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos, and I'll take the latest one that you've got, canning ground beef. I'm going to put this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 3 or 4 times a week, but we mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Josie Rain, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Just Jason Keto is going to be up in 3 minutes. Alright, we're back and looking at Just Jason Keto. You have to forgive me because I don't know if you changed that banner before the last live stream or how recent that is. Because typically I read it, but I get to know these channels and banners, and I might skip over minor changes, but I just read that, and I almost think that Just Jason Keto might have made that for me. It says nothing tastes as good as healthy feels, and I know that that's true. I know it is. I'm hoping to take motivation from Just Jason Keto when it comes to healthy eating and healthy living, because he is helping us understand how all the different aspects of a keto-based diet or lifestyle. Dirt Diggers UK, good to see you in the house. Kaz Moody24 New, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. I'm not used to saying that name as well as many others, but I'm sure I'll get it better over a small amount of time. Dixie Cuddle Fitness, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Now, Just Jason Keto has to be excited about the new monetization qualifications, because he's already at 860 subscribers, working on 900. And when we look at the channel, like I said, he's going to help us understand all the aspects of a keto-based diet or lifestyle, and with a lot of help, actually, which is really cool. One of the things that's most prominent on this channel are these videos, like the premiere, which I just put my notification off and back on for. He's got a lot of people that come up and share experiences, life stories, the ins and outs of understanding a keto-based diet or lifestyle. And this is really cool, because one of the things I can't help but say every time I have this channel on the screen is you never know who's going to strike the right chord. You never know what's going to be the one motivating thing that somebody maybe can say that will tip the scales in your favor. No pun intended here. But Just Jason Keto is going to go much farther on the channel. Now, these interviews are fantastic, packed with information. I learned something every premiere that I catch him for. I've been lucky enough to catch a couple of live streams lately, actually, as well. Now, during the premieres, he's still keeping up with everybody. So I should say it, because I haven't said it for a long time, but for anybody running premieres, as much as I say all the time, I don't want to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do, please consider the idea, if you're going to do premieres, which I recommend for almost everyone, please try to schedule them when you know you can be there. We all know life happens. If, at some point you run a premiere, you couldn't make it, I promise you, even I've made that mistake probably more than once recently, actually. But with intention, you want to be there, because people are going to ask you questions about what's in your video production, and you want to be there to interact with them, right? There's nothing worse than somebody coming into a live stream or a premiere feeling ignored. They will just leave and never come back. There are over 50 million channels on YouTube, and when you think about that massive number, there's no need for anybody to come back and give somebody a second chance, as much as we wish. So it's just something to keep in mind. Pedrosa Travel, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. There you go. Yeah, Just Jason Keto, reschedule if you can. I had left one a couple of months ago that was meant to not be a premiere. I left it as a premiere just kind of to say here's what's coming, but I intended on turning that off and just running it as a video. I forgot. Slept in, I guess, the next day or whatever, and then it ran, and then I realized hours afterwards that I missed my own premiere. So it's possible, I promise you. I make as many mistakes as anybody, but it's a not a fun mistake to make. AceFlaw1, good to see you here. That's another creator who's been with me over 3.5 years, and hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Just Jason Keto does live streams as well, frequently, once a week. And like I said, I've been lucky to catch him. It's Thursday night, so I'll be looking forward to tomorrow if he's going to do one. Shorts videos. He has gotten a breakout shorts video. Now, lots of these have gotten into the 4,000, 5,000, and even well beyond 6,000 views. But one of his breakout shorts hit over 22,000, which is great to see. And Pedrosa Travel. It's, you know, it's fun when we look back at some of our mistakes, though, right? Because we can learn from each other. And after you've moved a little bit farther in your YouTube journey, I promise you, any mistakes you're going to make, you're going to turn around and, for the most part, laugh at a lot of them. In 97, Mr. Naz, good to see you in the house. That is the creator responsible for naming our Wheel of Doom that we've been using for well over 2 years now. Patrick Hollick, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. So hopefully everybody will connect with Just Jason Keto. We'd love to see this creator a little bit closer to 900. And like I said, this happens to be a fellow Canadian. He's here every single day for almost the entire live stream, and an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. So I wish for you to get the support that comes back from this creator, not to mention hopefully be motivated. I think we all, no matter who we are, could eat a little bit healthier and live a little bit healthier. So let's spin the wheel. Ghostly Winds is coming up. Another influential creator, somebody who I know truly has my back personally in the YouTube streets, and I can tell you cares very much about the YouTube journey and the community that surrounds their channel and their Superchat family as well. Ghostly Winds is from Australia, and they bring us retro video gameplay. Now, you see the Sega and Nintendo logos here. I literally grew up with these systems. I'm older than you think I am. And these are interesting in that Ghostly Winds is still able, after all this time, to introduce me to games I had not otherwise seen. Not just on these systems, but in general. Now, they do videos and live streams. They've got some shorts there as well. They've been experimenting with these, so I'll look at those in a moment and we'll see what they've come up with. But Ghostly Winds is going to mix things up. They're posting frequently, lots and lots of videos. Live streams are a little more occasional. I think they've dropped to about once a week, might be a little bit more. I don't think they're quite on a schedule either. Okay, so 2 months ago, I'm mistaken. Forgive me for that. When we look at their shorts, like I said, they've been experimenting with these, so we'll see what they're going to come up with. And then videos are posted frequently. So they just put one up today, Fire Emblem Heroes. I'm just going to take this and put this into my catch-up list, which was named by Ghostly Winds. It's just a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators, but we have a lot of people here in the chat that are a lot more fun than I am, so I'm happy when somebody's got a contribution like that to make even my YouTube journey a little more fun. So Ghostly Winds has made it into the catch-up list again, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Now, beyond the friendship that I have with this creator, they've been with us well over 2.5 years now. I think it's getting on 3 years. But Ghostly Winds as well is somebody who's here as frequently as they can be. And like I said, I can't say it enough, cares very much about the other creators, meaning their own community, the Tuberchat family, the small YouTuber community at large. I wish for you to have somebody like that in your corner. You know what I mean? I think we all can use as much support as we can get, but Ghostly Winds goes far over and above. Just Jason Keto's gifting a membership. Thank you so much for that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary. Of course, very much appreciated. He has done that countless times, and I know AceFlaw1 will be happy to have picked up that membership. That's Andy. He's been with Tuberchat since before the beginning. I've known him as long as Be Amazing Sylvia and a few other creators as well. Oh, and then AceFlaw1 is going to Italy. He's going to get a lot of footage, which will be really, really cool, because I haven't seen a lot of videos from Italy in the Tuberchat family, even though we've got a lot of travel videos coming out now. Oh, see, Mr. Naz remembers the 286 computer. Interesting. That's like even before my first Windows machine ever. I was very lucky when I was a young teenager. My mother needed a computer for work, and our family got a Mac. It was the first computer we had. As far as I understand, it was ungodly expensive. But I promise you, I used I got my value out of that machine. We had a Mac LC2, and it was much later that I got into Windows. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Thank you so much, Just Jason Keto, again, for your over-the-top generosity. As always, like I said, he's done that countless times. Absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated. AceFlaw1, I'm sure, will be happy to have collected that membership. And we'll likely see Just Jason Keto again. I'm hoping I can catch your stream. I've been lucky the last few Thursdays. I've been able to catch those. Paul's Green Space, I did put you on the wheel, yes. Oh, PlayStation 1, yes. I was lucky enough to have a couple of these. My son, I have a son. He'd been born. I have a nephew and a niece. And my son and my nephew had been born... yeah, it must have been before PlayStation 1. I think my first PlayStation machine was PlayStation 2. And then one of them must have got it. I got that newer mini console from PlayStation a while back. Like I said, I don't make enough time to play these things, but I do enjoy games as much as anybody else. And it was Grand Theft Auto, as a matter of fact. So forgive the storytelling. But when I was in my late teens, I had found music to be a bigger part of my life than games, and I found myself very busy, wasn't playing any video games at all. Even though I had Nintendo and Sega, I bought those for myself. I started working at a young age. I was so happy to have had them and things like that. But a friend of mine was telling me, there's this game, you gotta see it. And I kept telling him, dude, I got no time for video games. That's ridiculous. I'm not going to play video games. I'm not going to make time for that. So this went on for months, telling me, oh, you got to play this game, you got to play this game. One day I was at his house picking him up for something, and he was late, so he hadn't showered yet and all that. So he took an extra 15 minutes. He goes, now, please, pick up this controller. I'm going to show you how to get in and out of the car. That's all you need to know. Play this game for 15 minutes until we're ready to go. The very next day, I bought a PlayStation 2 and the double pack of the Vice City and Grand Theft Auto 3. And after that, between my son, my nephew, and myself, I have bought like every edition. Even twice, I had to buy 2 different copies of the same thing, not including the fact that I buy them for all of us, including the special editions. I am very frugal and conservative when it comes to spending money in all cases. But when it's something like that and getting absolute value out of something, I demand value out of every dollar, but I certainly get it with Grand Theft Auto. Coastal Water, good to see you in the house. Forgive me, Scratch and PPA is getting some extra well-deserved screen time today. For anybody that caught that, I'll give you a spoiler alert on his latest video if you didn't catch it yesterday, but there is a double fun reason why you might want to watch that, because we're all looking for Scratch and PPA to eventually get that big win. And yes, who doesn't love music? Music is something that touches us all. Video games don't necessarily touch everyone, but music, I think, does. Although they're close. Video games are close. So, pardon me. So, Scratch and PPA, we're talking about his content right now. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody coming into the chat. Coastal Water is here, and I was just putting her on the wheel, and we'll get back to spinning in a moment. Now, Scratch and PPA brings the Scratch Challenge series of videos. And what that means is that he's got an interesting, unique twist on lottery ticket scratching. What he does is pits 2 lottery tickets against each other and gives us the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if we follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. It sets his series apart, makes it unique, and a lot of fun to be a part of. I wonder about some things. I wonder if Scratch and PPA knows this. I was listening to the news today, and I promise you, when I listen to the news, I hear what is said, but I understand you have to read between the lines and verify a lot of things. But there was one interesting story, and I didn't catch whether it was our Lotto 649 or Lotto Max, because I don't know if it was one of those or another one. Here in Ontario, Canada, Scratch and PPA, of course, is very close to me, literally geographically. And all the tickets that are on his channel I recognize because I see them in every store that I go to, right? Gas stations, grocery stores, everywhere. But there was a story about one of these lottery tickets, and nobody had claimed the winning ticket, and today's the last day. I think you have a year. It could be 6 months. He might know better than I do. But whichever one of the big tickets, it must be Lotto Max, but was not claimed as of earlier today. And if it didn't get claimed by what I believe is midnight tonight, that's going to be the biggest unclaimed ticket in Canadian history. Our lotteries now are in excess of 70 million Canadian dollars. So it's quite a chunk of change, to be honest with you. Garden State Gardener, Joe, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And thank you, Mr. Naz. Always a pleasure to have you running around the classroom. Mr. Naz has been an influential friend for a long time. And again, they are the creator responsible for naming the Wheel of Doom. So Scratch and PPA's on the screen right now. And when we look at this creator who's almost at 1,700 subscribers, what you're going to find is these videos that are in the Scratch Challenge series are premiered every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern without fail. This creator posts with perfect consistency. So what that seems to result in is a very fast-paced and high-energy chat every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern to go along with his premiere. That combined with the fact that this is one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 6 years on YouTube. He literally is the reason why I use the words "seems to be everywhere all the time" to describe him and some other creators as well who I know are very active in the community. But a lot of us shake our heads and wonder how on earth he does it. Now, Scratch and PPA literally supports every single thing that I do on every single channel that I touch. I literally can't describe the gratitude that I will eternally have for what he's already done. But can you imagine somebody supporting you literally here in Tuber Chat alone over 550 times for hours at a time, knowing full well that it will be impossible to ever have the favors that he does, let's say, returned, or the support that he gives returned in any way, shape, or form of equality, if that makes sense. So this just speaks to the generosity of this creator, and I hope everybody will connect with him if you haven't already. Now, you're also going to notice that presentation is at the forefront of his mind, and you see that in his bright, beautiful avatar, which is matched by his thumbnails, which give you a little bit of a hint as to the giveaways that happen every week as well. Why do I forget for the life of me who was added? Oh, I can't remember. I was there, and sometimes, occasionally in the work season, I have to be on a phone. And we all know, like, it's easier to be on a computer than it is a phone, right, for almost everything. So sometimes I have to, like, either listen or I'm distracted. But today, yesterday I was there. We had a rain day, actually. And, why can't I remember who was added? You're going to have to watch the video and see. Somebody can watch the video and remind me. But we see some familiar avatars on the latest series here. So Canadian Family Life was a part of the giveaway. One Busy Mama, and who's a longtime friend, and Just Jason Keto. So it's very cool to see a lot of generous creators included in that. But Scratch and PPA does that all the time. And then as well, his banner is updated every week, if you can imagine that too. We all know how much work that takes also. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him. His video editing skills have been complimented ever since his very first production well over 2.5 years ago. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. I'm not out of order, am I? I think we're... No, I think we're doing well. Leela Life My Way, is that right? Yes, Leela Life My Way is going to come up right now. They were here at the beginning of the live stream. It was funny because they said they were just about to go to bed, and then they saw the notification for Tuber Chat. So I appreciate everybody coming in. Any minute that you can spend, even if you're just coming by quickly to give a thumbs up or run the stream in the background. And then... V's Place, halfway to 3,000 hours. Very cool. And Leela Life My Way has 444 subscribers right now, so they have to be excited about the new change to the monetization system. I had seen for a couple of days people letting me know that it had rolled out on a couple of channels, none of mine, and then the music channel got it yesterday, which is cool. So that's great that we've got more creators that are going to be monetized earlier. Hopefully everybody shares that view. And then Embarkation Nation is in the house. I'm going to get them on the wheel. And Garden State Gardener is coming in his usual fashion. I know he's been here for a little while already. That's Joe, but he's dropping a super chat. He's done that countless times. So we're going to put his channel up next for that reason. We always put super chatters on the screen right away in order. And Embarkation Nation is now on the wheel. We'll get back to spinning in a moment. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And it's nice to see in the chat that a few creators are getting it as well. Now, Leela Life My Way is somebody we're still getting to know, but she's been posting a few videos almost every day here. So I'm just going to take the latest video. She put this up right before Tuber Chat, which is cool. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to get caught up, because I see I've missed a couple videos here. And then as well, we're going to look at the shorts, because we're putting a lot of focus on these lately. I want to see how these are performing, and we see that these are getting into 800, almost 900, and even over 1100 views, which is really cool. And then live streams are something that they might continue. They gave those a couple of tries. And then I'm just going to see what she's got going on her about page here. And she's got quite a bit of variety, but we're going to have to... I'll leave it to you to read the story of the channel there, but we see the variety in the channel. She's taking us outdoors most of the time, which is great to see. So I look forward to getting to know the channel better. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here in Tuber Chat is that over time I get to know the channels, and then over weeks and months by watching content, I get to know, you know, the content on the channel. And then if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I'm always happy to get to know creators in that way, and anybody can reach out anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. Thursday, July 20th is Mr. Fulton Mraz's 24th birthday. He is a friend of over 3.5 years. He's been here from the very beginning of Tuber Chat and long before, supporting on my personal channel as well. So it's great to see after 584 episodes, he's still coming back as often as he can and usually bringing us good news when he comes in as well. The Bud Files, I got you on the wheel. Garden State Gardener is up next. Let's get that channel ready to go. If anybody has the ability to share the stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. So Garden State Gardener is growing rapidly, as you can see, now over 14,000 subscribers. Now this creator does a lot of live streaming. I can see I'm behind in video, so I'm going to grab the latest video first of all, and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up the smallest bit. We'll look at shorts as well. One of the things that Joe's known from Garden State Gardener, which is a gardening and farming, ranching, homesteading type of channel, he's known for doing more shout-out videos than I think I've seen on all of YouTube for other creators. He's done at least 5 for Tuber Chat, some on my own, and then others collaborating with others, which is really cool. Joe has this incredible ability to be able to make you feel truly like a part of his community. And as a matter of fact, so much so that just a few months ago, Stock Explorer and myself were guests on Garden State Gardener's very fast-paced and high-energy Sunday Fun Day. live stream, which was really cool. And he's really packing in the entertainment over there. He's got a lot of giveaways that go on and a lot of guests that come up on screen. He cares very much about the YouTube journey and helping other creators with their channels. I have seen generosity from Joe behind this channel in ways that are unique. One small example is one day he was out at the theme park, and I know you've told me at least twice now. I forget if it was Disney World or if it was Universal, but he was out at a theme park, and he was somebody else was streaming. I think it was Gale Southern Living that was doing a stream with StreamYard, and he was streaming on hers. So, you know, obviously, if you're in a theme park or doing something like touristy or fun or with engaging content, you want to live stream. But it was wonderful to see him generously sharing that content on Gail's channel instead of himself. Now, forgive me if I'm starting to get that story wrong. As time goes on, you know, the line in the sand starts to become blurry, and I could be mistaken about a couple of the details. But hopefully I'll catch you for one of the Sunday fun days. Again, I haven't caught you for a few of them yet, or a few of them recently, but hopefully I will. And then Garden State Gardener, I was looking at the shorts, but I didn't actually count them out. We see that they're getting over 1,500 and 1,600 views when you dig through this creator, creator's videos. There's Yellow Shirt Dad. There's a shout out. I hope he's seen that. And like I said, there's at least 5 shout outs for Tuber Chat here. There's Stock Explorer again, Sunday Fun Day guest. Was it just a month ago that we were on, or was Stock Explorer on again? Maybe that's why. These two are very good friends. Stock Explorer is a dear friend here, but Joe, I think, has a good friendship going on with them. Oh, I see. Stock Explorer is on there all the time, which is cool. And hopefully everybody will see what's going on Garden State Gardener. Joe has been a dear friend and an incredible supporter here in Tuber Chat. So thank you. Yeah, Garden State Gardener. I worry that maybe I'm getting the details wrong. But the point, again, is just that generosity is over and above with a lot of creators, and I really love telling these stories to give you an idea of what you can expect, not just from the creator I'm talking about, but from the community at large, because this is, like I said, what inspired me in the first place was seeing this kind of generosity in creators, and I'm glad that now we have a vibrant community here, getting close to 4,900 subscribers. So Day One Adventures is coming up on the screen right now. Thank you again, Joe, for the super chat, by the way. Absolutely unnecessary, very much appreciated. And yeah, the Stock Explorer Nora is the latest entrant into our moderator squad as well. So Day One Adventures has got 714 subscribers. They are bringing us events, travel, movies, food, and much more on their channel. I see that they are, I've caught up with their latest video, so I'm going to take this one that I haven't seen yet, and I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. This they've got in their featured position. YouTube gives us a lot of ways that we can dress up the front of our channel, particularly for people who are watching on a computer like myself. I'm 99% of the time I'm on a computer, but they give us places for trailers, places for featured videos, places to feature other channels, places for playlists. They don't even have to be ours. It's interesting. And let's see what they've got going on otherwise in their videos. Oh, I must be mistaken. They do have a later video, but that's okay. And then shorts they've got, and these have gotten into 2,000 and even over 3,000 views, which is great to see. Like I said, a lot of creators are putting a lot of variety into these. And then they did a live stream here. It looks like they were doing some fireworks, which is cool. And hopefully we'll see some more live streams from them as well. But Day One Adventures is another creator who's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. They come in frequently. Hopefully everybody will connect with them. We'd love to push them towards the 800 subscribers that they're thinking about. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen in a moment. And look at that, it's going to be Yellow Shirt Dad. We've talked about this channel a couple of times. You just saw him in at least 2 different thumbnails on Garden State Gardener's channel, Yellow Shirt Dad is somebody who came into the Tuber Chat family just a few months ago and immediately had incredible impact. This is somebody who just smiles all the time. You can't help but smile and laugh when you get to the channel because he's going to bring you the joke of the day consistently. This is what he's been most known for lately. There's an interesting video here. I'm going to take the latest joke of the day. I see I'm behind, but I'm also going to take another video here because this looks a little bit different. He usually posts joke of the day, and if you go through his videos and you dig through, you see I've caught a lot of these. Most of these are the joke of the day. Sometimes he's given us a look around the area. He's got really interesting things. You might even see him jumping in the pool if you go through enough of these videos. And the yellow shirt is on. And then when you dig through the videos to some of the older stuff, you'll find more stories to be told and more adventure from this creator as well. But he immediately had impact supporting others and literally seems to be, everywhere all the time. That's what I noticed right away. And look at the shorts on this channel. They're getting into 4,000, 5,000, and even well over 7,000 views, which is great to see. Now we'll see if he's going to keep up the live streams. These are something he's been joining a lot of other creators on that StreamYard system. It looks like, right? They've been simulcasting, which is cool. But Yellow Shirt Dad has been another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and I'm sure he's happy to have picked up that gifted membership today. Budgeting Just Because, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. If anybody would like to swap playlists, I know a few creators are doing it right now, but if you'd like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Now, I think it's just Jason Keto, Don Ray B, and Woman Outdoors that all gifted memberships today. I hope I'm not making a mistake. Forgive me if I'm wrong, because they've all done that type of thing before, usually countless times, actually. But Lisa J. Stocks picked up one of those gifted memberships as well, which is really cool. It's an extremely generous thing to have done. Both her and Yellow Shirt Dad have been members before, which is great, and I'm sure they're both appreciative of picking up those gifted memberships. Now, Lisa J. Stocks is somebody who's going to help us with our finances. It's interesting because they're going to help us with the idea of stocks and investing, but this creator as well is going to talk about saving money as well, which is great because when we think about the idea of monetization, which is probably on all of our minds, but I'll save myself by saying 99% of us in the Tuber Chat family, that wouldn't it be a wonderful world if we could maximize the impact of that income or revenue when it comes through, right? And this is an idea. So Lisa J. Stocks is going to help us with that, along with Budgeting Just Because and a few other creators. Come Hither with Heather is in the house. I'm excited that you're here. We're going to do something special for Come Hither with Heather. We did this for Hillbilly Chicken Ranch the other day. And then, yes, so Katie's Kitchen is talking about running more than one playlist at a time. I work on a computer where I'm very lucky to have two monitors side by side. I usually work on one monitor. The other monitor has usually 4 strips of YouTube going, usually 3 streams or premieres and a playlist. And I often leave playlists running at night or streams if they're still on, things like that. But I have run an absurd amount of playlists for a lot of creators. All of our moderators have done the same thing. They've all been incredibly supportive, and I have constantly run 4 at a time regularly on different devices. Now, forgive me, Lisa J. Stocks, I'm going to talk about your content in a second, but I'm just going to do something different here. For those of you who haven't seen Social Blade, this is a free website that's got a couple of cool features. when you search out your own channel, you can search other people's channels, of course. When you search out your own channel, you're going to find a few fun things like these future projections. And this will give you a little bit of a hint as to when you can expect to hit different milestones, like subscribers, like, you know, and maybe in 2.5 years, it looks like Come Hither with Heather might have 10,000 subscribers. It could be sooner, but it's just fun to look at those things. And then one of the things this website is known for is the live subscriber count. You've probably seen this on other channels. So what I'm going to do is take this window, I'm just going to shrink it down, and we're going to put it at the bottom of the screen under the wheel, and we're going to leave it up there. And I'm hoping that we'll see this creator hit their 1,000 subscribers. I was lucky enough to catch them earlier on a live stream, but they're in a different time zone, and they did tell me earlier today they got a busy day, they got some stuff coming up. So let me type the name in the chat. Social Blade. And then this is the live subscriber count. But it's an interesting website, right? It's just got a couple of fun things on it. But you might have seen this stuff before. So Come Hither with Heather's in the chat. They happen to be a member, by the way, so I got to put them on the wheel as well. We'll do that right now. They have been another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long, long time. And I hope everybody will connect with them. We'd love to see them get that 1,000 subscribers and a bit more. We always want to see people get to 1,005 or 1,010 because we know YouTube likes to play games with all of our numbers. And you know, if you happen to slip, we don't want you to slip below the 1,000. That's happened, you know, numerous times. Even to Superchat it happened. We got our 1,000 one day. I think it was during our own stream, but we slipped back below and had to go into Happy Lux's growth stream to get it back. But now, you know, we're long and solid, which is great. So, Lisa J. Stocks, 467 subscribers. Now, like I said, this creator is going to help us with investing as well as saving money. Look at this video. This is a perfect one for me to watch. Now, I'm going to put this in my catch-up list anyway because I want to catch up a little bit. But look at the title of this video, Making an Investment Plan, which is a great idea, especially when it comes to finance, in my own opinion, of course. Layla Life My Way. It all grows. It all grows over time. Actually, Come Hither with Heather is expecting to come and visit Toronto later in the summer. So we're expecting to have a in-person at least one meetup, if not more. Cali King 916 comes to us from Sacramento. They're enjoying that California traffic. So thank you for listening. But yes, be safe, please. Be safe. Shorts videos on Lisa J. Stocks as well. Seems to be a little bit of variety here, but we've got over 1,600 views on one of these, and it looks like we've got some motivation in bite-sized increments here as well. This is a great idea. Pay yourself first is something I, even when I'm talking to people, I promise you I don't have any more money than anybody else, but when I talk about the idea of trying to start saving or continue saving and thinking about investing and preparing for that, pay yourself first absolutely is great advice. I don't know who came up with that first. I've read the Richest Man in Babylon several times. I actually go back to that book often just for the reinforcement. Ocean to Ocean Travel. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And there we go. Come Hither with Heather. I thought they had 991 before we started the stream today, but look at that. They got their 1,000 subscribers. I'm going to leave it up for a few more minutes. Hopefully they'll keep that before I take that down. They'll keep their 1,000 subscribers. But if anybody hasn't already connected to Come Hither with Heather, I hope you will. On their channel, they do paranormal investigations and explorations of abandoned locations. But they're another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Jarrett Talks, good to see you here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. And forgive me, I know Lisa J. Stocks, I'm breaking up all your screen time here. But you're getting a little bit more, so hopefully that makes up for it. A couple of live streams have happened recently, so hopefully they'll keep those up. But I'm interested to see what looks like this interview that you've got going on, another collaboration with another creator. And hopefully everybody will connect with Lisa J. Stocks, and they have to be excited about the new monetization levels because they're approaching 500 subscribers. Forgive me if I missed anybody in the chat. If anybody has not already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody is always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give a thumbs up, especially when I'm on a phone. Thank you, Cali King 916. We will be looking at your channel hopefully a little bit later if you are able to come back in. But most important thing, of course, is to be safe, especially while driving. But I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're just listening in the background. Jared Talks is working on 1,400, and AceFlaw1 is now over 4,200. He let us know earlier in the stream he's going to be visiting Italy. This creator, more than anything else, brings us travel-type videos. He's got quite a bit of variety on the channel, but we'll be looking forward to some content coming out of Italy from Andy, who is AceFlaw1. This is a creator who's been connected to me for over 3.5 years. They've been with me since before Superchat was even a thought, as a matter of fact. And the reason why I say these kind of things so much is because I'd love for everybody to understand two things. First of all, this is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and I'd love for you to get that support coming back from Andy, because like I said, he's been here for 3 years, 585 episodes, and he's been here for as many of them as he can be lately, every single stream, which is great to see. But then as well, just to know that that kind of generosity, that kind of support is out there waiting for you, and hopefully you hear it in a lot of the stories that I tell about a lot of the creators that I've started to get to know now, well beyond weeks and months into years. So AceFlaw1, over 4,200 subscribers. They're putting out videos occasionally. And then I'm just going to look at their shorts here as well. We see that their shorts videos have gotten into over 1,300 views, one of them as well. And then we'll keep an eye on this channel. Now, AceFlaw1 did a live stream a long time ago. Maybe they wiped out their live streams before YouTube changed this system here with the tabs. Because usually you see a live tab if a channel's ever had a live stream before. Because I remember Andy's first live stream. I remember catching them for that. But he's been a great friend for a long time, so hopefully everybody will connect with him. If anybody has got the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay, because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures is coming up in 3 minutes. All right, we're back, and pardon me, I said I was going to look at Mike and Rihanna's adventures. We'll put that channel up on the screen right away. I was thinking about something there as well while we're in the break. So Come Hither with Heather, I keep talking about that channel. So they just hit their 1,000 subscribers. So thank you everybody for that. I hope you'll continue connecting with them if you haven't already. They've been a dear friend a long time. But I caught her on a live stream this morning doing, I've actually joined them on their channel once before, way back in the day when they were advocating for scratching PPA's watch hours. Seems like eons ago already, which is great to say. But Come Hither with Heather was using OBS today in a way that I hadn't seen it used yet before. So they had the chat running on one side of the window, and then as well, they had comments coming up on the screen, same way that StreamYard does. But one thing that they pointed out was that the comments have the emojis included, which the emojis don't seem to come through on StreamYard quite the same way, right? So it's interesting. One of the things that is important when we're connecting, like I said earlier in the stream, there's no right way or wrong way. We always do it the same way. But what we do is always watch a full video of at least 3 minutes long. Very important that the video is at least 3 minutes. Very important that we watch all the way through. Leave a meaningful, genuine comment. I recommend 3 or 4 sentences so that we know that your comment is unique and it doesn't get held by the YouTube spam filters, right? And then you give a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on. If YouTube happens to take your connection away, then the next time you connect with that person, you just want to go even farther. Everybody's welcome to do much more than I say, but this is what we know has worked for at least 3 years now. We really don't change the system ever. Patrick Hollett, is today your birthday? Forgive me for not remembering before that we were streaming that was going to happen. Patrick Hollett has a birthday going on right now. So what I'm going to do for your birthday is I'm going to put you onto the wheel right this second. And you can skip the line, basically, right? Smallholder Homestead, did I? Yeah, I put you on the wheel earlier. Trish the Natural, I'm not sure if I actually said hello, but I've got you on the wheel. Lori's Tech Time was here with Lori's Vlogs and Shorts as well. She's got 2 channels. We'll look at both of those soon enough. Now, this is another couple of creators who have 2 channels right now that I know of. They're playing with the idea of bringing out a 3rd, but Mike and Rihanna's Adventures is climbing really fast. Now, they're really involved in the YouTube community, so they're also working on their channel very hard. They're sharing knowledge, so I'm very grateful for their friendship because they share with me a lot of observations. Anybody can reach out all the time, anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. It doesn't have to be questions, but it can be if you think I can be of help. But otherwise, I'm always happy to hear about anything that anybody observes, positive or negative, that could be useful information to anybody in the Tuber Chat family, myself included. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures are doing that. They're working on their channel with things like thumbnails. They're working on tags, descriptions, hashtags, and all the different aspects of the YouTube journey. They're watching the analytics and they're helping other creators. I see them on other StreamYard panels all the time. Now, they post videos, and this is a family vlogging channel, so they post frequently. Hopefully we'll see some new content, though, because it's been a little while. And they bring us a lot of great video editing, actually. One of the things I really enjoy on this channel is their year-end wrap-ups. But they might be indoors, outdoors, giving us a story to be told, a do-it-yourself video, or a product review. They might be giving us a chance to get to know them, and they've got some shorts videos here as well. And I'm going to see that they've got 2,000 and many of them over 2,300 views, one of them over 5,000, and one breakout shorts video over 288,000, which is great to see. Live streams are frequent on the channel. They're going to do some Canada Day fireworks. I was thinking about doing the same thing. I don't know if I can do that. Thinking about doing the same thing here. They're in a different time zone. They're in Canada, but they're in Medicine Hat, Alberta. So I'm assuming that that would be 10 p.m. my time. Seems a little bit far. Our fireworks usually fire off at about 10, if I remember right. I did some recently in Niagara Falls, but I'll be interested to see how that does and what you do with that. Now, as well, I'm going to show you another channel, Rihanna's Weekly Extras. Pardon me. Is a complimentary channel to Mike and Rihanna's Adventures. So here we've got a few shorts to see first of all, and then in the videos, could be indoors, could be outdoors, and like I said, a chance to get to know Rihanna a little bit better, and a complimentary channel to their original family vlogs. Pardon me, like always, I'm not drinking enough. Something we always got to think about, right? Mona Did What is in the house. I'm going to get them onto the wheel. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Again, if I missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Rihanna's Weekly Extras now has 62 subscribers. They're rolling on the road to the first 100, which we know is more difficult than ever. But as long as everybody's doing as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing, hitting different milestones like the first 100 and far beyond all the time. Next up is going to be the Bud Files, and we'll see what they've got going on. They're here with us every day as well. I run into them constantly. They seem to be everywhere all the time and have built up a wonderful reputation as a supporter to a lot of creators. When we look at the Bud Files, their channel tells us that they are modern-day archaeologists, and the idea behind the content is to uncover history and digitally preserve it. They do that through video, shorts, and live streams, but they actually bring a lot more variety on the channel now than I think they started out with. They bring us to abandoned locations, cemeteries, graveyards. I'm just going to take your Way Back Wednesday video and put this into my catch-up list. They put that up a few hours ago. I've got a notification on for the premiere coming up in a couple of days. And then as well, let's look at their shorts videos, and we see that these have gotten into the 3,400, 5,000, and even 15,000 views, which is great to see. And then when we get into the live streams, we see that this is something that they've done frequently. We'll see if they're going to pick those back up again. They're working on 1,300 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Thank you, Ghostly Winds, for hanging out. And then the Mustard Drill, good to see you in the house. That's another channel I've been running into recently also. I think I just caught them. Was it this morning on a live stream? And you have to forgive me because I work outdoors Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. But I try to be on first thing in the morning. I try to be on before the end of the night. And sometimes I can't remember whether it was this morning or yesterday morning, because the Mustard Drill is a channel I've been running into frequently, actually. Still have to get to know them, but I've seen them frequently. Embarkation Nation is coming up, and they are bringing us some more travel fun, particularly cruising. And was it this channel? Yes, Live Each Day Like It's Embarkation Day. I love that idea, because when we think about being on a cruise, now I'm very lucky. I worked on a cruise a million years ago, and that was just for one summer. It's the only one I've been on. But what an exciting moment, right, to embark on just about anything, whether you're embarking on a new journey in life, in a new job, in a new, family changes, friendship changes, lifestyle changes, moving, and things like that. But vacation is an obvious one, and when we talk about Live Every Day like it's Embarkation Day, they're specifically talking about the excitement that comes from embarking on a cruise, which is interesting. Katie's Kitchen, thank you so much for the membership. I really do appreciate that. What that means is that for every time that you're here, from now on, your channel will be added onto the wheel as soon as we see you in the chat, like all of our members. We looked at that channel earlier today. So Embarkation Nation is now officially on the road to 1K. We say you're officially on a road when you get to a 100 milestone, pardon me, because they just passed 900. They're at 925 right now, so they're officially on the road to 1,000. We say that up until you get to 10,000, and then we start to just talk in thousands after that. But Embarkation Nation is posting frequently. Happy birthday, Andrew. I'm just going to put this video from last week into my catch-up list. I've got my notification on for tomorrow's premiere. Hopefully I can catch that. I will be out working tomorrow. I don't know if I'll make it back in time, but I know there'll be fresh content on the channel. And then as well, we look at the shorts and we see that these have really moved into 3,200, 5,000, 6,700 views, and 9,700 views, which is great to see. Was this the channel? Look at all the live streams they've been doing. There's Destination Fun, Eddie Lugo Studios, other familiar faces, Clock Family Adventures is there. So it's great to see these creators all collaborating with each other. I just want to remind myself, was this the channel where I watched that premiere of the deck party? Here it is. Rock and Glow deck party. This was fantastic because so just to do a little storytelling here, when I was working on the one cruise that I worked on, it was for 4 months. It went from New York to Bermuda, and it was in the summer of '96. It was when Hurricane Bertha came through, for those of you who are old enough to remember that. So we went to Martha's Vineyard 1 week instead of Bermuda because of that, and I remember that kind of thing. But I never saw a deck party because I was a DJ in the nightclub. So I would work like every night from 9 to 3, no day off for 4 straight months, which I didn't want a day off anyway. But this deck party was really cool to see because of that. And I caught this as a premiere, I believe, right? The red line's not there because I went back to watch a little bit of it. But what a cool video. So I'm looking forward to more from this channel. But Embarkation Nation, obviously a loyal and dedicated supporter, and we see them have an impact in the community as well. Most of you will probably recognize this channel as being here regularly also. Let's spin the wheel right now. PB Gaming, good to see you in the house from India. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here, and everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. I haven't been mentioning it enough lately, but I know we've got a few new channels. Whether you're brand new today or whether you haven't been here many times before, the best success in Tuber Chat comes from making the first move, reaching out to other creators, supporting them first. A lot of the people who've been here for months or even years will not go to a brand new channel that they see in the chat. They'll say hello, but they won't connect right away, with good reason, because they want to get to know you a little bit first and see how you're going to interact with everybody in the chat. They're making a judgment call as to whether you may be a loyal and dedicated supporter before they connect. So it's something to keep in mind. So therefore, I recommend always making the first move, and that's a little bit of a hint for almost everybody in the chat, actually. Hyper Blitz, good to see you here. Cabaret Gaming, good to have you in the house as well. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody, and if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. Just Bored on a Wednesday is here. They've been making frequent appearances as well. I'm just going to see what they've got going on in their shorts videos. I'm still getting to know their channel, but they've got a lot of, looks like public figure and celebrity shoutouts, but their shorts have gotten into 1,800, 2,200, and 3,200 views, which is great to see. Videos, I'm just going to take another piece of content to watch. I'm going to grab this 10-minute video, just because it's got a few extra minutes of watch time. Oh, forgive me, I've already got that in my watch later list. I haven't gone through it yet, so pardon me for that. I thought I went through that already, but I guess not. I've been, yesterday and today, switching a million accounts for a million reasons, so it's very possible I ran that video on a wrong channel. So I will make sure to connect with that again, but it's already in my watch later list, as you see. And I'll look forward to getting to know the channel. They got 78 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the first 100. And then PB Gaming, you're going to find channels from all over the world here. As you probably find on just about every channel in your community. This goes for everyone. You'll, it's wonderful that we get to reach a global audience. Patrick Hollett is coming up right now. This is a longtime friend and celebrating a birthday today, which is really, really cool. So I hope everybody will join us in wishing them a happy birthday. For that reason, I put them on the wheel right away. Don Yarndall, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Andre Southgate brings us prize fighting. Good to have you here. And then, yeah, Dixie Cuddle Fitness. Now, here's the thing. For anybody who's been here for a long period of time, like for those of you who've known the Superchat family and heard me talk endlessly many times, you'll start to realize that sometimes when I talk about certain things, I'm actually giving a hint to everybody, because I don't want to see anybody fall into a trap of connecting with channels that aren't going to connect back. And some of that comes to brand new channels. Like, so we put the 20-minute time limit on, which means that almost everybody that has the patience to wait that 20 minutes before ever even chatting in here is probably serious enough to be, considered a good candidate for the Tuber Chat family, let's just say. And what I mean is connecting in the way that we do, staying connected, supporting over the long term. But it can't be everybody. Right? We know that not every single channel is going to connect the right way. Not every single channel is going to run our playlist when they say they're going to. Not every single creator is going to do all the things that we wish that they would do. That's just part of the game. And the idea then is that hopefully we have generosity in ourselves that far exceeds the idea of fair and understanding. Forgive me, I don't want to get philosophical, but we know life's not fair. So the idea is, if you had to run 10 playlists to only get 7 run back, would you do it anyway? And the idea is, yes, we just do it anyway. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just do favors for people. Sometimes you do things that are completely not fair, but we just do it anyway because it's part of the game. And it, only the 1% can be the 1%, but it works the other way as well. So some of the stories that you'll hear me tell, or when I get into a speech like that, like not connecting to brand new channels when they come in the chat, it's a hint for everybody, and you start to probably get to know what I'm talking about. Because I don't want to just call everybody out. We'd love to think the best of every single creator, the best of every single channel, but we just know, we've got enough experience at this now to know, I'm very lucky that I get a lot of help from a lot of people in the community. They reach out to me on the other social networks to let me know both the positives and negatives. So if there's somebody who comes through the Tuber Chat family offering to swap playlists that doesn't do it, I'm probably going to hear about it. And therefore find a way to try to avoid talking about playlists when I talk about their channel and things like that. But the truth of the matter is, for anybody that doesn't share the general view in generosity of this community, they probably won't be here for a very long time anyway. And that's unfortunate, but we want everybody to be happy, or at least, I should cover myself by saying I want everybody to be happy. I want everybody to get what they want out of YouTube. It's different for all of us. For every single person, that means different things. You don't need me to tell you that. I'm just saying it anyway. But we wish for everybody just to get what they want. And if we've had people come in and then change their mind. I had somebody really upset one day. They came in, connected with a few people, and then decided they didn't want to. They felt terrible. They asked me if they should message everybody again. For those of you who follow, I think it's Beyonce on Instagram. I don't know if she's still doing it or not, but Beyonce, as far as I understand, doesn't follow anybody on Instagram right now. Beyonce's Beyonce, so she doesn't have to, and her marketing people and team have decided that's the thing for her. When people want to do that on YouTube as well, hey, that's fine. If you feel that it makes your channel look bigger because you have subscribers but don't have to follow anybody, good luck to you. We don't think that way. You know what I mean? We for the most part, it seems that most of the creators here are thinking we do more than we expect to ever have come back, because then we know we'll get everything that we wanted in the first place anyway, right? So forgive me, I know that's a long speech, but you know what I'm talking about. While I'm talking about generosity, Beltloop29 happens to be coming in the chat. He must have seen the bat signal and made his way in. That's another creator that wants to help you grow, and you'll meet more friends and family members when you're with them. Lynn's Life Lessons, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Forgive me if I've missed anybody. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And the good news is that most of the creators that are here for a long period of time, I say most, but it's probably more than most, but most of the creators that are here for a long time are doing all the things we talk about all the time. As long as most of us are doing what we're talking about, everybody's fine. We see it all the time. So, Patrick Hollett, happy birthday. This creator's working on 1,400 subscribers. I'm behind in videos. I'm just going to take the latest one. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That's really cool. Is this the Snowbirds, the pilots from the Canadian Air Force? That's what we call, if I understand right, that's the group of, I don't know if they're F-16 fighter jets or whatever those things are. We see them in TV and movies all the time, but those fighter jets, and they do an air show all the time in Toronto. But that's really cool. Shorts videos on this channel have gotten into well over 1,000 views, into 1,200 views and beyond. And then live streams are something that they might pick up again, so we'll keep an eye on the channel for that. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up onto the screen in a second. And then thank you, Beltloop29. Hopefully that's in a good way. Beltloop29 happens to be a police officer, so if he's talking to somebody, we're hoping it's a friendly conversation and not a couple of friends having to give each other, who knows, tickets or anything else. I've been very lucky in my life. I tell people all the time that I wish for everybody to look at the cup as being half full. And I literally do seem to be lucky half of the time. So even when it comes to traffic tickets, I've gotten way more than I'm supposed to, but I've been let off half the time, both in Canada and the United States, as a matter of fact. And I consider that pretty lucky because, you know, things could have been a lot worse in a lot of cases. So She Stole My Thunder is up on the screen right now. Another fellow Canadian, actually, and this one's from the Montreal area. I thought I took this video yesterday and put it in my catch-up list. Is that not the case? No, maybe I saw that today. I think I shared that out for them today. I do all my shares in advance. And we mix it up between supporters, people who've been here frequently, members, super chatters, but we try to mix it up with everybody like we do with everything else. Oh yeah, granny filming again. It's almost impossible for somebody to look back and be able to pinpoint that one particular person's hours didn't work. If you're running a playlist, I'm sure it's working. Because most people who are swapping playlists the way we talk about here in Superchat are swapping with many people, and watch hours can take up to 72 hours to settle in the YouTube analytics, so it's almost impossible to pinpoint where they come from because we're all gaining organic watch hours at the same time. People are actually watching your videos. A lot of times you'll put out videos and you'll find that they get a big bump in views later. Could be years down the road, as a matter of fact, and we never know where those watch hours are coming from because they're organic, right? Oh, wow. Coffee Walks and Whatever has got a birthday coming up tomorrow, so happy birthday to you as well. So we got a couple of birthdays in the house. I hope everybody will join us and wishing them a happy birthday. Baked with Miss Red is still in the house. Are you still in the house or back in the house? I thought I saw you earlier, but I could be mistaken. And then She Stole My Thunder is talking about reviewing books, art, and movies, but they do a lot more on their channel. They actually have some helpful videos here. This creator also happens to be a photographer. They talk about that on their channel a little bit. Excuse me. But they have over 190,000 photos in their Flickr account, which you can get to from their banner or their about page. That's a really cool idea. They want to talk to us about art galleries, museums. There's lots of stories to be told, almost history lessons. We get a great chance to get to know the creator. And then they've got a few shorts videos, but they've just started posting these, so we'll keep an eye on those for a while. They're getting into a couple hundred views, which is great. Scrapping on the fly, good to see you in the house. And then when we look at She Stole My Thunder's live streams, we see that they stream frequently. Now, it's been a little while. They'll likely do one again soon, but one of the things they've been doing lately, in between their reviews, in between their readings, and in between the conversations, is helping people with a website and app called Canva, which I now pay for. I've been using it a long time as inspiration, but I'm actually using some of the AI tools in there and have found it to be great. So I'm dropping another service actually for Canva. But She Stole My Thunder was actually making thumbnails for other people the other day, which is great. So it speaks more to their generosity. They have been an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, both to myself and here in the Tuber Chat family. Coastal Water's coming up right now, and I always forget to do this. I put this in months ago now, and I always forget to do it. That's a command that I put in to make sure that the robots are all working, and we use 4 of them here: Streamlabs, Stream Elements, Nightbot, and Bottissimo. They all have things that I like about them, and there's a reason why I use them all. One of the reasons is because if a robot goes down for the day, another one can pick up the slack if you need it to, because they're, digital services. They're not perfect. Gloria's Platter, good to see you in the house. Cliff Hefner, good to see you here as well. And, forgive me, Coastal Water, we're going to have to go for 3 minutes. We're going to come back and we're going to talk about this channel and her husband's channel, Backlash Fisherman. should be dessert that I'm going to get, Gloria's Platter. If I could do anything like the talent that she has in the kitchen, I might be thinking about doing that. But we're back and looking at Coastal Waters' channel. This is somebody who's here with us just about every day. She inspired that command that I use for the robots. You have to add those in manually, but anybody can do them with any of those robots. Just gives us a chance to make sure that they're working. I'll do it again just so you know what on earth I'm talking about. I tend to come up with things that are a lot less fun, but Coastal Water gave me the name Roll Call, and that makes sure that all of the robots are in attendance and doing what they're supposed to do. Now, Coastal Water... no, it wasn't a smoke alarm. Coastal Water has almost 1,600 subscribers. She's got a lot of variety on her channel. Now, I've caught her most often in the kitchen or in live streams, and I'll describe those in another moment when we go over there. There she is right there. But she might be indoors, she might be outdoors, she might be doing an unboxing video. She's getting into a lot of unboxings lately. She's got some shorts videos as well. Now, you see delicious looking content. Those are in the videos as well. She's, like I said, I caught her many times in the kitchen, even in the live streams. But her shorts videos are now getting into 2,500 and 3,400 views. She's another creator who seems to be everywhere all the time. I run into her constantly supporting others. I wish I caught this. I was out working today. I couldn't have caught that stream, but she was doing Cooking with Coastal, and this is a series now where she's bringing us more cooking videos, and I think there's always going to be room for cooking videos and cooking channels on YouTube. But Coastal Water also does these car confession ride-along videos, and she's often found with her husband here, Backlash Fisherman. The family togetherness on this channel is just fantastic, something I think is inspiring. I talk about it all the time, because the number one complaint that I get on YouTube from creators is, why is it so difficult to get our in real life friends and family to support our YouTube channels when we can find people online willing to do it? So I think it makes it that much more special when we have in real life friends, family, or in this case a married couple that are supporting each other even though they have separate channels. They're on each other's channels all the time. So Backlash Fisherman is fishing first. This is a first responder. His channel is approaching 1,500 subscribers. When we look at his videos, we'll see that he's going to take us all kinds of fishing. He might be at a lake, at a river, he might be on the boat, and he'll talk to us about all the different aspects of that. When we get into the shorts videos, we see that these have gotten into 2,500, 3,100, and even 3,800 views and beyond. And then live streams, we find a combination here. Now, Coastal Water, like we looked at his wife, she has cooking videos, even in live streams, and car confessions, which are ride-along live streams. So this is a different one here. Oh, this is the one I caught. Yes, this is the video. This is the stream I caught for him. He was unboxing a fishing rod. He's got this hobby hangout series of live streams where he often has familiar faces coming up in StreamYard panels. There She Stole My Thunder, I Bring It Every Day was in on one of these, lots of other familiar faces. And then these ride-along live streams as well. If we dig through his channel far enough, we'll find Coastal Water in a couple of the thumbnails as well. But again, I just think it's wonderful, and the family togetherness that they've got going on when you catch them is inspiring in its own way. So that's Backlash Fisherman and Coastal Water. I'm going to try to move a little bit faster through channels now because we've been on over 2 hours. We can stay up to another almost hour if everybody would like. And what we're going to do after is I'm going to run a music stream. So for those of you who haven't already seen it, all the same music that you hear in the background of Superchat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. We have a separate channel for that. We used to do a 24-hour live stream, but I'm just getting the process of getting that set back up. We're probably going to do frequent or maybe even daily 1-hour streams, but we'll do one right after Superchat. So everybody continue connecting, and Nightbot will drop links over there. I know everybody likes that. We got music playing. It's like a virtual nightclub. There's a video game going and everything else as well. Pardon me. It's a lot of fun over there, dare I say. Oh, that's funny, Gloria's Platter. Now, one thing I don't want to defend, but one thing that we talk about or one thing I talk about. So I have a lot of channels, right? Some are real, like Thrive Together is the music channel. My personal channel is there. And I've got a couple of others that are experimental. I may or may not do anything with them. But they were ideas that I had. What you don't get to see are the 100 bad ideas that I've had in the world. It's nice that Superchat is, strong and solid, and hopefully everybody has fun here. But you haven't seen the bad ideas that I've had for little businesses or channels or projects over the years that don't end up working. And then let me type the name. So I know that's a weird looking name, but that is the name of the music channel. What it stands for is Thrive Together, like what's on my shirt here. This is actually my company name. It's just a sole proprietorship, but so that's Thrive Together with no vowels. But I'll start the stream 15 minutes before we're done here, and then we'll raid into it so everybody can keep connecting. And I hope you come and see what I'm talking about. But the music's all copyright free, so even if you like what Gloria's Platter does for us, when she does her live streams, often she'll just run one of our previous live streams in the background, because all the music's copyright free. There's no vocals, so you're not going to have somebody singing while you're trying to talk. And we don't put any sound effects or anything into it either. So it's just straight music. So it should be cool. The music's not for everybody. It's all like kind of dance club, nightclub kind of stuff. But you'll have to see for yourself. Trippin' with Dre and Michelle is here with over 3,300 subscribers. They're working on 3,400 now. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos. It looks like a birthday party, but I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That'll help me catch up with them a little bit. Trippin' with Dre and Michelle is somebody I'm still getting to know, but it looks like they've got some travel because they've got an airline in their logo there. And it looks like, yeah, they're taking us Embarkation Day. There we go, going to Cozumel, Mexico, which is popular when you go into the Caribbean, right? Especially on Carnival. Not that I know. I'm learning from our cruising friends. It's been a long, long time since I've been up to date with any of that. And then when we look at the shorts videos, we see that these are starting to get over 700 views. They'll likely hit 1,000 soon. Live streams seem to be frequent as well. So I'm hoping I can catch them for one of these soon enough, but we're still getting to know the channel. We'd love to push them towards the 3,400 they're thinking about. Obviously generous and loyal and dedicated supporters. And then thank you, Scratch and PPA, using the copyright-free music for stories every week on Instagram. You have to forgive me. I don't know what it is. I got out of watching those things all the time. What I was doing is, let's say, I'm very lucky. I work on a computer half the time. Half my full-time job is working on a computer, and then I do my own stuff and occasionally freelance stuff and everything else. But what I'll do is I'll literally, I'll just set the phone up, sitting, and I'll put Instagram on, and then when you hit the stories, it just goes from one story into the next. I let the advertisements run and everything else. I haven't been doing it. I got to get back in the habit of that. And I should be using my stand. For those of you who haven't seen it already, not that I want to self-promote so much, but I also have a personal channel, and over there I recently reviewed a stand. It was a sponsored video, just for the free product, but it's somebody I've worked with before, a company that I've done a few for, but they have a stand that's like a little mini tripod for your phone or a GoPro, and it's nice and solid. It can extend very tall, and it holds the phone or GoPro in any direction at all, which is fantastic. But anyways, I should be using that thing, but I use it for filming, not for doing that, but I should. And then Paul's Green Space is here. Now, this is a channel that we featured not too long ago. Today's featured channel is Cruising is Fun Anytime. We feature a different channel every single day. Paul's Green Space is somebody who is growing over 30 different types of edible, either fruit or vegetables or herbs or other things, among other plants in their garden. So I'm just going to hit their videos for a second. This is the video I'm talking about here. The red line goes back because I went back to watch a little bit or went back to comment on it. This is a video that I specifically watched, but this is really cool. They're going to give us hints on their channel as to things we can grow together and things we should keep separate. It's possible, because I don't grow anything, but I'm learning from our gardening friends, but it's possible to grow something and put something else right beside it and have that something else kind of take over the garden. And Paul's Green Space can help us with that. He'll also talk about what happens when you try to grow something and everything you do, it just won't work. So the idea of just replacing it or getting something else going, and lots of tips and tricks for the 30 plus flowers and edible vegetables, fruits, trees, berries, everything. There's this got, like, if the kitchen sink could be in the garden, that would be on this channel. So Paul's Green Space has over 1,200 subscribers right now. The shorts are getting into 4,000 and even 5,000 views, and they're here with us frequently as well. Mona Did What is gifting a membership. Thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. For that reason, we're going to put Mona Did What up right now, because we treat those like super chats. And then It's the Bankroll is picking up that gifted membership. I don't think they've been in here today yet, but they'll probably get a notification, and if it's not too late for them, they might come in. This is a later live stream than usual, but thank you, Mona Did What. This is an incredibly supportive creator. I see them out supporting others all the time. Obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in Superchat as well. So absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. And Mona Did What now is working on 1,200 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. And they're going to talk about quilting. We actually featured this channel not too long ago, and so not only sewing a fabric and bag making and quilting, but they also love to sew small quilting projects such as mug rugs, coasters, bowl cozies, and pot holders and things like that, which is really cool. So in Chat is a live stream that they've got coming up. I've got my notification on for that. That's going to be not tomorrow, but the next day, midday for me. That'll be Friday. Fridays are tough for me, but I'll try to catch that. Mona Did What has got some shorts videos, and these have gotten into over 5,000 views, which is great to see, and that will likely continue. Live streams are frequent here. 2 days ago, 7 days ago, so it seems to be once or twice a week, and some friends on StreamYard panels as well, which is great to see also. One of the things I noticed about this channel when I featured it and specifically went through some of their content, so they're going to teach us about quilting. They're going to show us some of the equipment that can be used to help with that, because when you think about a quilt, this one here in particular, this red one is what I'm talking about, but you can imagine what it's like trying to cut some of this material into triangles. And, you know, squares are not too tough, but the triangles kind of get to me as an idea. I haven't done any of this, of course, but watching Mona Did What, she also shows us how to fix mistakes when they happen, because, you know, I'm sure it's certain to happen to almost everyone. And, again, obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. So thank you again, Mona Did What, for that gifted membership. And I'm just going to spin the wheel. Oh, and then thank you. Yes, Scratch and PPA just dropped the link for the Thrive Together channel. I'll start the stream up in a little while. When it looks like we're coming down to about 15 minutes left. Come Hither with Heather is coming up right now. This is the creator that I had on the screen with a little counter earlier in the bottom corner. And they just hit 1,000 subscribers. So fingers crossed. Hopefully they hang on to that. But Come Hither with Heather is somebody who's another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They bring us paranormal investigations and explorations of abandoned locations. And they post videos frequently. I can see I'm behind. Hopefully I'm going to meet them this summer. I'm sure I am. It's almost impossible not to, because they're actually going to be closer to where I work than where I live. I split my time between Toronto and Niagara Falls. But they're expecting to be here for what I think is a week. Werner's Adventures as well, and Drew's Adventures will be here, and we'll probably do more than one meetup, but we'll try. We'll see. So Come Hither with Heather also happens to be, they bring a small bit more variety on their channel. But I even joined them on their channel once already before, back in the day when Scratch and PPA was approaching the 4,000 watch hours. Come Hither with Header did a special live stream just for them, and I joined them for that. But it's cool to see that kind of generosity, creators looking out for each other and trying to push each other along. Here we've got some shorts. These have gotten into 1,900, 2,100 views, which is great to see. Live streams are frequent, and in their paranormal investigations, which sometimes they do even live, you will find Werder's Adventures as well. This channel, these two creators are partners. They have similar content. Here we're going to find more explorations of abandoned locations. I can see I'm behind in video, so I'm just going to take one and put it in my catch-up list here. Relax and Enjoy by Vanessa. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And again, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Smallholder Homestead is up here, and this is a channel that with a large family, 8 children, they tell us. But one of the things I find most compelling about, or the thing I find most compelling about this particular channel, is the family togetherness that you find and the encouragement between family members. So what I'm speaking of specifically, you'll get a little bit of variety. It's a homesteading channel more than anything else, but often they'll be out at a skate park or something like that, and you see encouragement, as in like, you know, you're doing great, keep it up, keep going, you're doing fantastic, you're gonna do wonderful. And I love seeing that kind of thing. You know, we think about it when we think about parents or guardians with children, or grandparents, or, you know, other family friends and things like that, or family members with children, trying to encourage them. But it doesn't have to be children. It could be anybody. I'm always happy to see encouragement and inspiration and motivation given from one person to another, if that makes sense. There's lots of that here, and then we'll dig through their videos just for a second. I'll show you some of the variety, but you get an idea of the different types of content that are here and what I'm talking about. And then in their shorts videos, we're getting into well over 5,000 views. So look at this, 4,400, 5,200, 5,300, and beyond, which is great. I'm glad so many creators are doing well with shorts. I consider any video, for the most part, in the Tuber Chat family, if your videos are typically getting over 100 views, it doesn't have to be right away, but like in general, then I think that's a good place to be. That's nice and solid and strong. Shorts videos, once you put out enough, almost everybody should be getting shorts that eventually hit 1,000 views. It seems to be more difficult today than it was a year ago. I don't know if that's because like more people are flooding more shorts in, or not, but I just, even in my personal stuff, I haven't seen the jumps lately. But we do know that we have creators in the Tuber Chat family that over the last couple of months have been doing just spectacular, getting into tens of thousands of views, and a couple even over 100,000. So Cricket 208 is up here right now with 182 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 200 they're thinking about. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Sometimes you get into a live stream or a premiere, you get captivated by the content or the conversation and forget for a moment to give that thumbs up. That's why we give each other so many reminders. And Corinne's Life is in the house, and she is a member and a moderator, another fellow Canadian from Nova Scotia. And we're going to put her onto the wheel right away. And it's not going to be too long now before I start adding names to our wheel from our chat list. So Cricket 208 has almost 200 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. We'll look at the shorts first because they've got them front and center on their channel. We'll hit the popular tab and see that these have gotten into 1,200, 1,300, and even over 1,400 views. I'm going to hit the About page for a quick second. And Just want to see if I can catch something here. Yes, random content. Nature, cats, dogs, bird, life, whatever catches their eye. And they're just working on a phone. So they're letting us know. We're going to see some raw and somewhat unedited footage in a lot of cases. I'm just going to grab the latest video, put this in my catch-up list, and you get an idea of some of the content on the channel. Lots of outdoors here. We got lots and lots and lots of outdoor channels lately. That's an influx that came in about a year ago and has continued. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. If anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. Thank you, VS Speaks Royally. Yes, I appreciate every moment that everybody can spend, but they've been incredibly supportive for a long time. They've been on the wheel since the beginning of the stream, I think. Cliff Hefner is here with 261 subscribers. They went live the other day, but just for a second. So hopefully we'll see some more from this creator. And then shorts videos. They've got, I just shared something out for them. I think it's either today or tomorrow. I might have scheduled it for tomorrow. Might have been today. They got up to over 800, almost 900 views on their shorts. That will likely continue. Hopefully we'll see some new content here. They've already let us know they're planning to. But I went through some of their stuff not too long ago because I'm looking for a longer video, right? They've got a lot of shorter videos on their channel. But we'll see what they're going to come up with as they continue to post. They've been at it for a while, but they've been another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Let's spin the wheel. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat, Connect, and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning is coming up. This is Tracy and Phoebe. And my pleasure, Cliff Hefner. I can't remember. I do all my sharing in advance. I can't remember if it was today or yesterday, but I have a system where I mix those up between supporters and members and super chatters and people who are here regularly and things like that. It doesn't have to be members and super chatters. You see the mix on the community tab there. Look at this. So now Tracy and Phoebe back to alternating regularly. Phoebe's done the latest video here. These two creators alternate most often. Once in a while you'll find them together. They bring beauty in a lot of different ways, usually with hauls or with product reviews, unboxings, get ready with me type videos, and sometimes they give us a list of things they enjoy and a list of things they might suggest we avoid, which is kind of cool. They have to be excited about the new monetization qualifications because they've got over 500 subscribers now. And let's see what they've got going on for shorts. Some of these have gotten into 23, 2400, even 5500, and one over 5800 views, which is great to see. And live streams are something they were doing a while back. They might revisit that as an idea, but we'll see. We'll keep an eye on the channel. Let's spin the wheel, and Ocean to Ocean Travel is going to come up in another second here. We'll see what they've got going on. And again, if anybody wants to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Ocean to Ocean Travel is working on 1,800 subscribers. I think this is the channel that I talk about with their shorts before I look at their videos here when we get to the popular tab. They are getting into almost 900 views, which is cool, so we'll likely see those continue. Live streams are something that has been happening frequently. It looks like once a week. Hopefully I'll catch you for one of these. I'm not sure if did I catch this one or did I run this one? I might have caught it, but I might have been working on the computer at the same time. And then I've got a video here that I'm going to put in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up. They just put this up almost a couple of weeks ago, so I can see I'm behind. I'm going to make sure I get caught up, and we'd love to push them towards the 1,800 subscribers they're thinking about. Obviously, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters here, but I've run into them out in other channels as well. And Corinne's life is always busy. She prints everything from hats to mugs to shirts, even the one I'm holding in my hand right now. There. There's the side that everybody likes, right? VS Speaks Royally is coming up right now, so we'll see what they've got going on. One of the things you'll notice I talk about often is engaged conversation, and this is a great channel to talk about when that comes up as a subject. I'll tell you why. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other, and if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give a thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. When we look at VS Speaks Royally, we see that they're approaching 4,700 subscribers. Now, you know I say of channels over 3,000 that there must be much to be learned from them as well as entertained and inspired by because of what they must have already been through in their YouTube journey. We can all imagine what it takes to get to 3,000 and beyond. And VS Speaks Royally brings a little bit of variety on their channel. We see a good example of that with the shorts. Some of these have gotten into now 3,300, 4,800, and one over 7,100 views. But also in their videos. Now, most often they're talking about the royal family. But they mix up a little bit of variety in the videos. In the live streams, it's almost exclusively royal family talk. And what a year it's been, right? The last 8 or 9 months. There's lots and lots and lots to talk about. Now, VS Speaks Royally engages conversation everywhere that they go. So if you happen to run into them or if they come into your premiere or live stream, you'll notice they always engage conversation. But they also lead conversation on their own channel in their live streams, and it results in a very vibrant conversation, and this is a perfect example of engaged conversation. So I hope everybody will connect with VS Speaks Royally and see what I'm talking about. They've been a friend of about 3 years now as well, I think, 2.5 for sure, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I know you'll enjoy the support that comes back from them. Virtual Shopkeeper Didi, I've got you on the wheel because you happen to be a member. Trish the Natural's coming up in a second here. If anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. We'll come back and talk about Trish the Natural in 3 minutes. All right, we're back with Trish the Natural, and this is another, you know what I'm going to say, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. She absolutely has been for a very long time. I've run into her supporting a lot of other creators, and even joining others and collaborating with others now. You see that presentation is at the forefront of her mind with bright, bold headshots. We've talked about that before, and professional look on all of her thumbnails. One of the things I really enjoy is the idea that when I roll over one of her videos here, you get a real depiction of what to expect, and she's obviously a dynamic host. She talks to us about natural hair care and expands the content on the channel into things like wigs and weaves and other beauty products and tips and tricks and things that might be helpful as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. 773 subscribers right now. We'd love to push her a little bit farther towards the 800 that she's thinking about. We'll look at the shorts for a second here and see that these have started to get into well over 2,000 views as well, so that will likely continue. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. And if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I just pinned the link for our music stream, so I just fired it up. It's running right now. There's a few creators in there already having a good time. Like I said, it's like a virtual nightclub over there, and if anybody wants to go over there, we'll run that for a while, probably an hour. After Tuber Chat, I'm going to think about getting back into either daily 1 hour streams or at least after Tuber Chat or something like that. And hopefully everybody will enjoy it. There's link drops over there, and always a vibrant community. There's a video game going, music playing, and everything else. Susan A is up here right now with 337 subscribers. I'd love to help this creator get moving towards the 400 that they're thinking about. Susan A has been another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. They've got shorts front and center on their channel. We'll look at these. Some of them are getting into 1,700, 2,000 views, and even over 2,400, which is great to see. Live streams are something they may visit in the future, and then I'm just going to take their latest video and put this into my catch-up list. That'll help me to hopefully get caught up a little bit, and you'll get a little bit more of a story of the channel on their About page. So let's spin the wheel. We get another channel coming up on the screen in a second, and Coffee Walks and Whatever is going to come up. We'll see what they've got going on. I added Granny Filming again onto the wheel as well. And Coffee Walks and Whatever's got over 1,100 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,200 that they're thinking about. And when we look at their videos, we can see, first of all, I'm behind. I'm just going to get their latest video here. Vehicles plowing through a flooded street. My dear goodness. I hope that I hope everybody's alright. That does not look fun. I'm just taking that video. I've put it into my catch-up list. They just put that up yesterday, and I've had the pleasure of hanging out with them for a couple of live streams. It was Deb's birthday a while back. I think I caught them for that stream. Yeah, here we are. And hopefully I'll catch you for another one. It's been a little while. I work outdoors a few days a week, so I'm not quite as available as I was for many months. That'll continue again until about a November or December. It gets a little bit better as the sun starts to go down earlier, but we're still, I think, a month away from that. Coffee Walks and Whatever, OJ and Deb are fellow Canadians, right? Am I right about that? And forgive me if I'm mistaken. So join us for a walk, sometimes around their community, a nature walk in a park, exploring a hiking trail or a local attraction. When they're not walking, they'll work on do-it-yourself products, their home, garden, sharing some recipes from OJ, or whatever comes to mind. And I've had a chance to hang out with them a couple of times on live streams, as you've seen, getting to know them. Let's spin the wheel, and we'll get another channel coming up. Lori's Tech Time is going to come up. This creator's actually got 2 different channels, but they're another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They have been for a very long time. I think they've been a friend of well over 2 years now. Could even be longer. Lori's Tech Time is working on 1,200 subscribers. Now, this is the first channel from this creator, and this is where they bring us tech and gadget reviews. Some of these come from a monthly subscription service called Gadget Discovery Club, and some of them are independent. And some of these have done really well, which is great to see. And she continues. Now, she mixes up the content here a little bit. She's got some shorts, and many of these have gotten into the thousands of views. One breakout short over 18,000, which is great to see. And then live stream, she mixes up a lot of video gameplay and often plays with viewers. So that's interactive. When we look at Lori's vlogs and shorts, we expect, of course, vlogs and shorts from this creator. Let's look at the shorts first. We'll see that these have started to get into 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, and even 8,000 views. And then more videos from this creator as they're bringing us more vlogging content, even product reviews at times as well, which is kind of cool. Now, Lori's Vlogs and Shorts and Lori's Tech Time, this creator's been an incredibly supportive creator for a long time, and they got 430 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 500 that they're thinking about. All That Fluff and Stuff is coming up from Australia. This creator started by bringing us a lot of water-based activities, mud crabbing, reef fishing, snorkeling, and a lot of other things. And they've expanded their content into a lot of produced videos lately. And then as well, I've caught them for live streams where they've actually been cooking as well. One of the hints they gave us a long time ago was the idea of using shorts videos to promote long-form content. And I actually took a page out of their book, and it served me fairly well. Like I said, I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. I'm happy for creators to be sharing information and ideas with each other. So this creator's getting into 8,500, 9,700, and even 14,000 views, which is great to see, and hopefully that will continue as they continue to post shorts. I'm sure it will. Live streams are something I haven't caught for a while. I'm hoping I can catch them for another one of these. They could be out on the water. It seems to always be summer in the Whit Sundays, and then otherwise, like I said, they're sometimes doing a cooking video as well, and I've caught them for a couple of those. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They are somebody who brings fun everywhere that they go. They're always engaging conversation everywhere as well. And let's look at Corinne's life and see what she's got going on for today. I'm going to drop the link again for our raid. Pardon me while I whip a window in front of you here. Go over to this music channel for anybody who hasn't already seen it yet. All the same music that you hear in the background of Superchat is available as copyright free music, but we've got a dedicated channel for that, and we live stream occasionally as well. So we got one running right now, and some other friends there, more and more friends. Everybody will be able to continue connecting over there. We do it the same way we do here, but Nightbot also drops your link as well, and that's easy to do over there. Corinne's Life is working on 2,200 subscribers. Now, this is a channel that truly encompasses everything that is Corinne's Life. A fellow Canadian in Nova Scotia, and she could be cooking, she could be doing unboxing, a product review, she could be traveling, or giving us a chance to get to know her, and gives us a wonderful look into her family life. As well, she's got some shorts on the channel and had some success here, getting into 5,000, 7,000, and even 77,000 views on a breakout shorts video. Live streams are frequent. This creator will join others on StreamYard panels and host a lot of StreamYard panels for herself as well. I've joined her many times. And then she happens to be a small business owner. One of the things that she does is gives us an inside look look as to how merchandise is made. She prints everything from vinyl stickers to hats to mugs like the one I'm holding in my hand, and then as well just about anything that can be printed. We talk about Christmas ornaments, vinyl stickers, and things like that as well. So I hope everybody will check that out. She is here as a member and a moderator and has been a dear, dear, dear friend for a very long time. It's getting on 3 years now. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen, and Virtual Shopkeeper Dee Dee will come up. We'll see what they've got going on. These are live auction style sales, and they get into everything from antiques to other kinds of collectibles, and lots of variety in what they sell. Actually, the videos are usually made to promote the live streams, but I noticed that they've got some shorts. These are into a bit of variety, but look at the views on these: 1,300, 1,500, and one of them over 7,100 views. And then live streams are frequent here, so we'll see if they're going to do another one soon. The last one was a month ago, but I've been lucky to catch them several times. One more last call. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Tiffany's been waiting the entire stream to get onto the screen after the channel was added to the wheel. She's a member, so she was added right away, of course. And she's from New Brunswick. I see Dorinda Fulton coming in. I'm going to put you on the wheel right now. Thank you for that thumbs up. If anybody hasn't given us a thumbs up yet, I hope you will. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up on the way out. Give the music channel a thumbs up on the way in, and I hope you'll share that out as well. We're going to be over there for a while, but it's a bit of a party going on, it looks like already. Canadian Family Life has over 1,300 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,400 they're thinking about. I forget for the life of me what she said about watch hours today, how many watch hours Canadian Family Life has, but they have to be excited about that new graduated system where 3,000 hours is enough to get into the YouTube Partner Program for fan funding. And she's going to help us. So this is a mail call video, but she's been talking about, I think she's distributing stickers right now as well. Lots of channels get into sticker swaps. I've meant to do that the whole time we've been doing this. Eventually I'll hopefully get into that as well. A lot of variety in the videos, a lot of cooking videos, a lot of shopping hauls, helping us save money. Shorts videos here have gotten into well over 1,000 views. One of them over 2,400. We were watching that at the moment while it was growing, which was kind of cool a few streams ago. And then live streams. I caught her for a stream. That must have been yesterday, right? And that was kind of cool. So hopefully I'll catch you for another one of those soon. But she's doing these frequently. It looks like once a week or so. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. Tiffany's already had quite an impact on the Tuber Chat community. And Dorinda Fulton, I'm going to get you onto the screen right away. Look at that luck. As soon as I put you on, you basically come up right away. And we'll see what's going on. I'm still getting to know this channel, but they got shorts front and center. So we'll see what's happening with these here. And these have gotten into 1,300, 1,600, and even 1,700 views, which is cool to see. Those will likely continue to climb as they post more and more. I've pinned the link, but I'm going to drop it one more time. Hopefully that link is working the way it's supposed to. And everybody can come over and join the party on the music channel. For those of you who haven't seen it, all the same music that you hear in the background of Tuber Chat is available as copyright-free music on a separate channel. Dorinda Fulton has 330 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 they're thinking about. So far, I've caught this channel outdoors and indoors. And I'm just going to look at the shorts again. Yeah, 1,700 views. And live streams are something that might be an idea for the future. They've done a couple of these. So I'm still getting to know the channel. But we see that there's quite a bit of variety here and a bit of gardening updates for us by the look of it, and cooking videos as well. So quite a mix. And thank you for coming back in. Let's spin the wheel just for fun. And we're going to get Granny filming again onto the screen right now. Drunken Chef Barbecue, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Granny filming again. Let's see what they got going on. She's been here every day with us lately. And 407 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. I see you've got a really short video here, a 27-second one, but I'm just going to put that in my catch-up list anyway. And that'll help me keep caught up. There's a bit of variety here. And just doing her thing and other boring stuff. Homemaking, cooking, grocery pickups, cleaning challenges, Q&As, and more. Not a lot more, but more. Are you changing that once in a while? I can't help but think that you might be changing that. It looks a little bit different, but I could be wrong. I read that most of the time. 5,800, 6,100 views on a couple of these shorts. So these shorts are really doing well, and I'm glad to see that. We'll be looking forward to more, and they have to be excited about that graduated system as well, working on the 500 subscribers. That will be the first qualification. So thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent. Forgive me for the channels that we did not get to. I always cap the live streams at 3 hours just because my voice can literally only take that much. We're back. I can't be certain about the start time. We're expecting to be here on Saturday. We're usually here 3 or 4 days a week, but we mix up the days and times. As soon as I'm certain, I'll post the stream so that you can check the front page and get an idea. Hopefully everybody will come over to the music channel. The link is pinned, and we'll see everybody over there in a moment. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.